All right. It's time. Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Vex. This is stream 544. Only a couple away from 550. 550 makes it 6 streams away. Not including Sunday. Is that Monday? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's next Wednesday. 7 days, 6 streams because it's Sunday. Today we're going to be watching the first half of the stream. Maybe not the first half. This video is like 58 minutes, but I'm probably going to skip around a bunch. We're going to be watching the Borderlands 3 gameplay reveal live stream. I'm basically just looking for like good info about the game and direction and where they're going and whatnot. And then we're going to be switching to world building. I'm going to be using some of the books that I have and some World Anvil and Wonder Draft. We might work on our map a little bit. Who knows? We'll get to that when we get to that. Strap in, buckle up, get ready for the ride of your life. I didn't mean to get so far away. Let's actually just jump right into it. Why'd you unfollow? I could just jump right into it. We don't have to load. Not the Borderlands gameplay. I haven't seen it yet, so I like literally forgot about it until like 2 or 3 hours ago. All right. While I'm making some G Fuel, we can do this. Hope it's not too loud. Accidentally. Oh, okay. I see. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. Hope everyone's having a good night.
Welcome to the stage, Borderlands 3 creative director Paul Sage.
Paul Sage. I don't know why they couldn't have just fucking done this at PAX.
And please welcome to the stage.
Or waited till E3.
Software founder, me, Randy Pitchman.
Who introduces themselves?
How's it going, you guys?
I've never really used the mobile Twitch.
Thank you for joining us here in Hollywood, California, as we share Borderlands 3 gameplay for the very first time. It's hard to believe that 10 years ago, Borderlands ushered in the shooter looter. I mean, and here we are.
Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2 were 2 years apart.
Borderlands 3.
Or 3 years
It's been
apart.
about 5 years since the Gearbox software development team started working on this game, and we are so excited to be here to share it with you today.
Now, I know everybody's used to hearing me and Randy speak on behalf of the team. Today, I'd like to introduce you to some of the rest of the talent behind Borderlands.
Kiwi strawberry, I already have one. Cherry limeade. Okay. It's a small team. If you think about it. Like, League of Legends has like 1,000 workers. I mean, that's also a pretty large team. There's like 40 people-ish.
Thank you guys.
What's up, Lizard?
These developers on stage include people
That's
that
the
have been
magician
with
guy.
Borderlands from the
The
very
guy talking.
beginning when we first created the shooter looter genre. And there are many folks,
So I took
lots
10
of
minutes.
great talent
Oh.
who's joined with us along the way, and all of us here have been working together with
I mean,
our
I'm
peers
kind of
at
glad that you are
Gearbox
because it has to do with what
Gearbox Studio
you're going to
Quebec,
go through in
and
the
we are
campaign,
thrilled
so
to be here to finally share our
I don't
work.
want you to get
If
spoilers.
you've ever enjoyed a Borderlands game, or if you're looking forward to Borderlands 3, if you'll indulge me one more time, show this team, show this talent what you think. Thank you guys.
There was a story going around on 4chan and the internet about how some of the players or some of the workers are holding the game hostage and demanding that Steam gets access to it, which I highly doubt. We forget in like 2 days. Yeah.
So thank you guys.
Hey, Jeremy, Daquan, can you guys hang behind and play games?
Jeremy and Daquan are going to be playing here. I'm not sure if you guys have been to an event like this before, but
No.
all of this is made possible.
I was not
because
invited.
of our publishing partner, 2K Games, and they've had support from our hardware technology partner, AMD, powered by Ryzen and
Hey,
Radeon.
AMD.
And
I
we
have that.
incredibly badass AMD hardware.
Can I
that are
watch some?
powered by
Fine.
Ryzen and Radeon.
Goodbye.
And Paul and I wanted to put that AMD hardware to the test for Pandora.
Will be.
You're looking at
Oh,
an
pipe.
engine-rendered image from the very beginning of Borderlands 3. Look at
Looks
the
like
environment.
Firestone.
It's Pandora. The art, the style. The goal was
I don't wanna be on
to create
Pandora.
an image
My God.
that was fresh but also familiar. We wanted to look forward and taking full advantage of today's technology in a way that respects that one-of-a-kind art direction known throughout
I
the
like this
video
flavor.
world as the Borderlands
Cherry
art style.
limeade. Hey, what's up, yes?
Let's be honest, this isn't an actual
How you been?
screenshot from the game. What you're looking at is the game.
Pre-release demo.
Now,
I don't want to be on Pandora. What the fuck?
logos and a lot of the introductions because
She just
we
posted an
felt that the
update.
most
Can you
honest
compete with a
way
dog?
To bring the game to you today was to start from the very beginning. So with that, let's play some Borderlands 3.
Can a dog do that?
Hey, you must be the new recruit. I am a CL4PTP steward bot, but you can just call me General Claptrap of the Crimson Raiders. What's your name?
Amara.
Thanks.
They changed his
I'll
voice
your
actor?
tombstone just in case. Now, those jerks who tried to murder you are the Children of the Vault, a bandit cult who followed their creepy leaders with blind devotion.
I'm doing great,
Which
Meowsy.
reminds me, if
Maybe
you're
a
going to
little
obey
worse
my
than I
every
was
second
10 minutes
call,
ago because
you'll need an
Claptrap's
echo
voice is
device.
different.
Try it out.
This is
I
a
fixed it all
gameplay panel
myself.
from earlier today. I don't want to watch the fucking tutorial.
Slightly more powerful than the Echo 2 and twice as expensive. Besides, the Echo 2 had a tiny issue with spontaneous combustion, so they rebranded those as grenades. Now listen up, recruit. Lilith ordered us to take over a Children of the Vault
No, they
propaganda
can't,
center.
and quite frankly,
Time
I'm
to show
glad.
those culty weirdos that no one messes with the Crimson Raiders. Follow me,
Yeah,
recruit,
yeah, this is
to
that.
glory!
So Lilith's ordered us to take over the recruitment center of the Children of the Vault. In the introduction that we skipped, you would learn that the Children of the Vault is a new cult that's emerged on Pandora. Siren, Lilith, and the Crimson Raiders are recruiting new Vault Hunters. That's you, that's us.
On
And
Pandora
to
again.
investigate the Children of the Vault cult and discover who their mysterious leaders are.
Before we wreak our righteous vengeance, you'll need to register your Echo at this quick change. Once we defeat the cult, I'll be famous.
Oh, it's not new you,
But when
it's
I'm
called
signing
Quick Change?
autographs, I need you looking sharp while defending me from my legions of fans/stalkers.
Hey, Cyan. How's it going?
All right, now as you can see here, we're playing as Amara, and she's a
This is
powerful
3? Yeah, this is
warrior.
the gameplay
Like Claptrap mentioned, we're in
preview
the
from
quick
earlier
change,
today.
where it's up to you
I
how
haven't
you
watched it
want
yet.
your character to look.
What
So
the
you can
fuck?
change
They have
Amara
emotes?
and change her emotes, obviously.
What the fuck?
All right,
What's
let's
happening? If there is a dab emote, I will expect a full refund.
Playing for now, guys.
A user agreement? Boring. Don't worry, corporations have our best interests
Doll.
at heart. Except Dawn. And Hyperion. And never mind. The propaganda center is this way.
I swear to God, Meowsy. I do have
Look,
access to that
no,
emote.
this can't be happening. The entire mission is ruined.
It's a good it's a good
Think.
emote.
You're brave and powerful, and people
Don't be a
always
hater,
do what you
skater.
tell them to. That's it.
Dude, remember that fucking Avril
Get
Lavigne
that gate
song?
open. That's an order
Skater
from your
Boy?
superior officer.
So obviously, you're getting a glimpse here on how we use the beginning of the game to make sure players are up to speed on how first-person video games work. We can
No
validate
shit,
that
it's
players
tutorial. I don't wanna
understand
see this.
how to navigate the environment
We've played
and interact with
the
it.
other 3 games.
You did it! Best recruit ever! But don't get cocky.
We'll even be able to know that if players learned how to crouch and how to slide.
Finally, dude.
Gotta make sure you can jump.
Apex.
And if you miss, that you can mantle up and climb the higher ledges.
Oh shit.
Propaganda
Dynamic.
center is up ahead. Those cultists have been killing Crimson Raiders left and right. They totally suck.
Exactly. Now see. Yo. The best thing about Avril Lavigne is that she married fucking Chad from goddamn Nickelback.
Just like our unique art style, we
So
want people to
bad.
feel right away what we believe helps to make Borderlands special. A
Skater
style of
boy.
writing that's both irreverent and genuine.
I hit a weapons cache nearby. Stay quiet and follow my every move. It's stealth time.
Is he gonna fall down the hill?
Stealth time. Gotta walk over here and go. And gotta come over here super duper quiet. Get going over here. Gonna stand around like so. So quiet. So super duper duper quiet. Oh, that was a bit too loud.
What's happening? Yeah, they got married. Electric mountain board that goes 27 miles per hour. That is too fast for a board with wheels on it.
So we're throwing stealth out the window?
Relax. On Pandora, it's actually super weird if something's not exploding. Now take your gun, recruit. You're gonna need it.
Wow. Whoa, wait, I want to see that. I want to see
Something's
that.
not exploding. Now take your gun, recruit. You're gonna need it.
I like how the map kind of, if you look, the map paints like where you've been. It's not like you just like unlock an area when you move to it. It's pretty cool. Item score. So there's like an item level, like in World of Warcraft, or a light level in Destiny. You pulled your leg, twisted your neck, and now you have cuts all over. Oh shit. Did you fall from it? Is that what you're saying? How'd that happen? Damage, accuracy, handling, reload time, fire rate, magazine size. 5 underbarrel zip rockets that deal 15 to... What the fuck?
These guns, like myself, aren't beholden to their primary function.
Many guns have alternate fire modes.
I can dance and
Okay.
sing, and some guns
There's a
have
pothole?
an
No.
alternate shooting
No.
mode. Try it out.
I was big into BMX bikes and shit
All right, so as Claptrap just mentioned,
when I was younger.
in order to stay
And on here, right here on my arm, can't really see it, but down here, there's a big fucking hole that had to be filled in because I took a jump wrong, landed on some fucking rocks, and a rock got lodged in my arm.
competitive, some of our gun
36 minutes
manufacturers have
long.
alternate firing modes.
Jesus.
And if we look here, we can see that we have a flat-off pistol. And if we just fire regularly, we just fire bullets. But if we switch our alternate firing modes, we fire off micro missiles.
The fuck?
Now later in the game, you'll find guns that can switch between ice bullets and fire bullets, or you might find guns that have a chain gun on top, but when you switch firing modes, it'll shoot out grenades. It gets pretty crazy, and then players who maximize all firing modes will have like twice the guns available than they had to start with.
Wait here.
How's the gameplay so far? I mean, it's the fucking tutorial. I don't want to see level 1 gameplay. I want to see like details about gameplay. I want to know why the guns have gun levels. I want to know the different stats. I want to know fucking skills, what the different vault hunters can do. I don't want to listen to Claptrap fucking talk for 50 minutes, you know? I'll do that when I have the fucking game. Question of the day is actually, what fictional character would be the most boring to meet in real life? Your dad? What? Is he a fictional? Oh, rip. Wait, that voice sounded familiar.
Hey, I feel funny. What's happening to me?
Oh, it's just a bandit. Health bars are different. This guy sucks playing the game. Shoot their heads, man. Oh.
Borderlands 3 is rated M for mature, right?
Just like punched his body off. No more ammo. Hey, well, this is on. This preview is done on Xbox. I think it is. I think I saw the Xbox A. So yeah, I think it's Xbox. I think the most boring fictional character for me to meet in real life would probably be like, I don't know, Littlefinger from Game of Thrones, or.
I know Claptrap can be a little Claptrap, but he's still one of us. We're gonna have to save him.
I don't want to see those eyes that big.
So let's see if we can find some loot. I saw over near that door. I saw a red chest. It looks like a trunk of a car. What do we got here?
Oh,
What else is
hang on. Item scores less than the pistol. Critical hits ricochet 1 bullet to the nearest enemy. Oh, it shows you. Okay, I see.
Oh, that's interesting.
All right, So we can see that this weapon has high accuracy, higher handling. Let's look at the other one.
Plus 40% melee speed or
All right,
melee
this
damage.
Weapon has higher damage and a higher reload time. So it's either finesse or brute force in this case.
So what do you guys think? Should we shoot from the hip or should we go with that badass scope?
Are they actually playing the game?
I think you guys said scope, but I heard some. You know what? Take both of them. We'll try the scope and then we'll switch.
Oh, one of those fucking bandit masks.
These are like level 1 guns too.
I mean, it said level 1. So. Shoot him in the head, boy. Oh. What? I like how they just gloss over that and don't actually mention anything. You can punch a barrel to move it and shoot it later. Oh, it's fucking brutal. It's a psycho. What was that? Oh, it was grease.
Oil's flammable.
No shit, I just saw that.
Recruit, there's no way your supple and delicate body can survive a showdown with Shiv unprotected. Look around for a shield.
Okay, we need a shield. This is an area mission, so if we look around, we should be able to find some somewhere.
Skag file.
Not in the skag pile.
Daquan, you on this? All right.
That looks promising. Oh, there we go. 77.
Just looking at capacity. Telling him how the backseat game or backseat gaming it. What other fictional character would be boring? I honestly think maybe like half of the fucking Harry Potter characters would be boring to meet in real life. That's like teaching you how to do magic, because they're all like teachers. Yeah? Not that there's anything wrong with teachers.
So I know you guys are getting ahead of me. You can know what's coming next. This is our first mini boss fight. Daquan, you ready? We're playing.
It's gonna have like an overly dumb joke.
So let's do it.
He's a psycho. What the fuck was that? Did they just use some of their shield to do that? Yeah. He's got a shield in his back. I like the HUD. Not a fan of that shield damage though. It took up like, let's see. Look how much of the screen that takes up. That's annoying. I would not want to play with that. Oh, you can see what kind of gun it is pretty well. And they have them highlighted too. Reminds me of ODST.
You and Claptrap secure the area. I'm on my way.
This game's dynamic, so it's like different every time they play it. That was like the best kill ever. I'm glad you guys got to see that. Oh, look at that.
Shotgun.
Are you dead? If not, get me down.
3 and ODST was your body. Yo, man, those games were fucking great. People shit on ODST all the time, and I'm like, did you even play it? Like, Firefight and the main story were so fucking good.
So of course you can pick up gear right away.
Alright, dude. Daquan has the same affliction I have.
Still play Eldorado? Nice. Nice. The store that I manage, the comic book store I work at, we do video game nights every now and then, and we used to do like Halo 3 tournaments. And like last year, you know, because people love Halo 3.
Borderlands game, of course, unless Claptrap jumps between being needy and bossy and just pathetic. I don't know how you guys feel about him, but I still kind of love Claptrap, so let's help
I
him
don't
out.
love him with the new voice.
In Borderlands 3, you can revive NPCs, and NPCs can revive you.
Nice.
Let's help out Claptrap.
Focus.
You get XP for reviving.
Wow! I did it! I single-handedly took on the COV and sent them packing. Now all that's left is to signal Lilith that the mission is complete.
Oh shit.
So,
Title cards brought to you by Marcus Munitions. Revive Halo 5 in a nutshell, yeah. Dude, I don't know if we talk about Halo 5 here. I don't know if I'm ready to be sad again.
Lilith, I can safely report that Operation Trojan Claptrap was a complete success. I did it all by myself.
not bad. Well, the cult's destroyed every other Crimson
At least they
Raider
kept her
stronghold,
voice actor.
So this'll have to do for now. So what's your name, killer?
I am Amara. Nice tattoo, Siren Sister. You must be the voice in my head.
Yeah, about that. Not the weirdest thing you're gonna see on Pandora. But seriously.
I don't want to be on Pandora, dude.
We might not have the numbers, but with a badass like you, we've got a fighting chance. Welcome to the Crimson Raiders.
That good red stuff. The fuck?
More COV. Let's see what you got, recruit.
Oh shit.
There's too many of them. We're doomed. Doomed.
The psychos don't run very fast.
God Queen wants her head!
Down you go.
I like how they mentioned the Firehawks.
Chili recipe time! Eat it real! Stop! Eat
It's weird to see Lilith with a gun and not like running around punching shit. Oh shit.
She's pretty rad.
Yeah, why can't I just play as
So-
Lilith?
We're going to skip ahead for a minute, but I want you to consider what we've learned so far. You're a new Vault Hunter, and you've just joined Lilith and the Crimson Raiders. Our enemies on Pandora are a fanatical cult called the Children of the Vault. And from here, you and Lilith will fight side by side to capture their recruitment center, where Lilith believes that she can recover a key that will lead her to find vaults on other worlds. The hunt
We don't
will
even get to the other
eventually
worlds
lead us
this game?
To the Holy Broadcast Center, where a fearsome, powerful bandit boss named Mouthpiece
I thought we had the map.
propaganda to the Children of the Vault all over Pandora. We're here to invade the Holy Recruitment Center, face Mouthpiece, and liberate the key to the
Level
vaults.
4. Get Vault
Okay, so
map.
like Randy just mentioned, we've skipped ahead in the story, but if you'll notice, we've also skipped ahead in levels. So I want to take the time to show you the skill trees in Borderlands 3.
Yo. Oh, that's your backpack. Okay. I was like, that's a lot of equipped items. 4 slots. 4 slots still.
All right. So, when you first get your skills in Borderlands 3, you don't just have one action skill available to you, you have all 3 action skills available to you at the moment you open it up. So then what you do is you equip one of your action skills. Do we want to take a look at the action skills?
That's
So this
interesting.
first one is Phase Grasp. Now, Phase Grasp will be reminiscent of Maya in that she'll be able to control the battlefield by lifting enemies up into the air.
Okay, so it's not new.
Next one here
You
is
just
Phase
it's an
Cast.
animation of a fist.
Phase Cast, she'll shoot out a spectral form of herself to kill enemies on the battlefield.
Hey, what's up, Frame?
And finally,
Ah, rip.
we have Phase
Hey, Ben,
Slam.
man.
Now, Phase Slam is an area of effect that comes out around Amara and destroys enemies and knocks
Gotta
them
go,
back.
Cyan. Thanks for stopping by,
So,
man.
now
Hopefully you have a
as
good night.
progress,
And hopefully you
once
start to
your
heal a
action
little
skills are
bit.
equipped, You'll
You excited for
also
Borderlands
open
3?
up
Oh, yeah.
augmentations that allow you to further customize that action skill. So there's a way to maximize the build of your character.
This is the
We
most
worked hard
RPG
to
this
make
game
sure
has
that
ever been.
Each of our 4 characters is completely unique, but even within each character, there are hundreds of meaningful options. If 2 people want to team up and play the same character, they will very likely have completely different capabilities.
Face slam.
You ready to go?
Let's do it.
Level 4 fighting level 7s, dude. What are you doing? Shotgun tink. This gun has a shield. No regard for HP. Whoa. That's such a big head. Missed one.
Now, one thing to look out for.
Oh, this one's on PlayStation
At
now.
the damage numbers that come up off the enemies.
Where is
here.
it?
So we'll use some of that information later, but just for now, like look at the. Now, one thing to look out for is to look at the damage.
Don't know how I feel about the new graphics. It's definitely like still Borderlands, but there is some nuance.
So
Watch the barrier.
we'll use some of that information later, but just
The barrier like broke.
for now, like look at some of these
Border yeet. Thanks for the follow, man. Same.
numbers like 56, 26.
The barrier got damaged,
26.
and some of it went away. Same there. Like, there's more opportunity to hit someone through it now.
Now that's a Hyperion shotgun. Hyperion shotguns have shields that come out.
You want to switch back to that shotgun?
You want to switch back to that shotgun? No, because the gun sucks. Other gun's better. Sorry, Lizard, but shotguns suck. That was a waste of an ult. Yeah, recharge is pretty quick. Looks like 15-20 seconds. Where's the unsub button at? Combat's still great as ever. What is that puke?
Type radiation.
How do you just drop that? How do you just say, oh yeah, you know, new elemental type?
Till explode.
Guy hit critical mass.
If a radiated enemy dies, he'll explode and radiate the enemies around him.
Like a boomer. Wonder if you can hit a barrel more than once to like keep it going, or if you can only move it once.
Okay.
Sewage, yeah. Basically, that's what I thought.
All right, I
Great.
think we clean this area up. Let's see what kind of
I
loot
didn't
we
think it
can
would be
find.
radiation. Border party.
That's an outhouse, but it's got a green light.
This game looks great. I agree, Festival. A level 4 or 5 purple? Can fire 2 chain gun barrels at the same time. That's a Vladoff fire
Okay,
gun.
let's see here. So Amara's level 5. These weapons are level 5.
Engulfing Creech. 12 under barrel zip rockets that deal 25 damage. That's the alternate fire.
I want you to notice that, by the way. Notice the two here. We've got a rare and an epic, both level 5. And the reason
This has a higher item
I
score.
want you to remember that is because that was kind of a challenging fight. We're going to need some help for the next section, so we're going to bring in a co-op buddy. Borderlands 3, of course, is fully co-op playable, split screen, networked. however
Shame
you
we
like
ain't
to play.
got an open
Amara
beta.
just picked up
Yeah.
the purple. Turn around and let's
I mean,
look and find our co-op.
I don't know if a beta would be... I don't even know how it would work. It would probably just be like the first 5 levels or something of the game. normally betas are for testing out bugs and stress testing servers. I could see them trying to work out kinks with the co-op servers, but I'm not sure. I don't know how that would work.
This is Zane Flint.
I'd love to play the game though.
Say hi, Zane.
Oh wow!
All right, we're gonna switch to Zane's view. Can we flip
You see that little fucking teabag? Hello.
that now? Okay, this is Zane's view. I want you to notice something here. Zane is level 25. So obviously Zane's been playing
But the damage didn't
longer
change.
than Amara, who is level 5. And if we look at Zane's loot,
I don't know how I
he's
feel
got
about
his
that.
own instance of loot. What's going on here? This
That's
is
pretty good,
called
though.
loot instancing. It's a new optional feature in Borderlands 3, and it allows each cooperative
I learned
player
from
to have their
Blizzard.
own instance
WoW's had
of
that for a
loot.
while.
Instance loot is helpful for players that want to play cooperatively but don't want to compete for the loot that drops. There's nothing worse than when you're getting online with randoms and there's a loot ninja in the group, right? So instance loot solves that problem for players that want to use
Oh, this is an irradiated weapon. Irradiated enemies damage enemies around. I wonder if it's completely random.
The other feature that complements this
I don't want
is,
to go back
level
and
balancing. Notice how Zane's loot is not only instanced, but it's actually balanced for his level. That means the loot, the enemies, everything automatically balances to the level of the player so that everyone has a good time. In my co-op group, some of us would get ahead of the others, right? And then when we come back together, we'd be out of whack. Well, with instantless loot and this mode of gameplay, everything balances out.
do levels balance?
That's okay. You can clap if you like. Now, there's still some of us who actually like competing for loot or bringing in overpowered characters to help, level up those lower level characters. And for those of you who are like that, we can assure you that there is still a mode for you in Borderlands 3. It's called Classic Mode.
That's right.
So you just have to enable it
Now
or
that we've
go through the
seen
game like that?
Zane the operative, let's have a look at what he can do. Since Zane is level 25, we've already equipped a lot of action skills and our skill points here. Wanna watch-
Digiclone like
Yeah, let's do
Jack?
this.
A lot of people are speculating that Zane is just Jack.
All right, so the first skill we have is Digiclone. Now, Digiclone is really cool because it not only acts as a decoy, it will actually shoot
Bamboozle.
guns as well. But probably my favorite feature is the fact that you can teleport to your Digiclone
Oh, you can teleport to it. Send into battle an automated sentinel drone. Continually flies through the environment.
at any time and swap places. This next ability is called the Sentinel. Now, the Sentinel is an autonomous drone that'll fly out to enemies and weaken those enemies, or even use your grenades if you have grenade mods equipped. And then we have the barrier skill. Now, Zane will throw out a barrier in front of it, and it'll block incoming
Allies can
bullets and
shoot
things
through
like
it,
that.
dealing
But
increased
of
gun
course,
damage.
One of the coolest
It's nice.
features is that if your team or Zane are around this barrier, sometimes it'll confer benefits like healing, or even if you fire through
So it's
it,
like
it'll
an
add
improved,
elemental types to that. Now,
axle
probably my favorite feature of Zane
thing.
is the fact that Zane
Turret.
can use 2 action skills at one time.
That's right.
That's pretty
And
good.
if you think about it, if you think about Zane, right, like he's got his barrier, which is kind of like the soldier class's capability with that
Yeah.
turret. He's got the sentinel, which is almost like Mordecai's Bloodwing, but a
Or
little
Wilhelm.
hyped up from that. He's got the Digiclone, which is kind of like our assassin skill from Borderlands 2. He's kind of like a soldier, a hunter, and an assassin all wrapped up in
They
one.
keep not talking about the
All right,
pre-sequel.
we've got Amara, we've got Zane. We know what they can do. Let's get into the Holy Broadcast Center and see if we can find Mouthpiece.
What the fuck?
Looks like we've got a technical issue, but don't worry. We'll post the welcome vid later along with some new
Tyreen.
Let's Plays. Signing off for now. Don't forget to like, follow, and obey.
Another perfect live stream from our infallible God Queen Tyreen! The Holy Broadcast Center
TTV, by the way.
to hear your sins and receive your skins!
I opened the box. Oh shit. There was a box there. Why didn't you open it?
Ouch.
Like, didn't do anything to them. I'm wondering if the enemies are different level based on the perspective you are. Like if you're level 25, if they're leveled to you, but you're playing also with your level 4 friend, and the enemies are level 4 for them. So your damage is just percentile based, not actual numbers.
Still got it. These same marking targets for the central. Also check out his damage numbers, right? His enemies are level 27, but his damage is balanced to Amara's game. He's in Amara's game right now.
Oh, okay, I see. So it says that they're level 25, and they give level 25 XP and loot, but his damage has been scaled down. It's only doing like 2 or 13, you know. Okay, so it is just what I said, and Amara's enemies are level 5.
Alright, we clean this area up. Let's see if we can find some loot.
These people don't jump.
Now,
The fuck?
let's
I
get
jump all
be
over.
honest, you know, to show the breadth of guns that we have in the game, or just some of the breadth, we cheated a little bit and added some chests with some better weapons here.
Throw a MIRV into 3 projectiles that thrown weapon MIRV into projectiles that home in on
Red
enemies.
chest isn't going to be in the game you play. We just added that for this purpose because it's okay. There's plenty of red chests. You guys will be fine. We'll feed you baby birds. It's cool.
That was a weird
We wanted
sentence.
to show you some TDR guns, right? Because you remember TDR, they're disposable. Instead of reloading them, you throw them away.
Thrown weapon sticks to surfaces and becomes a turret, shooting enemies until out of ammo. What the fuck?
And when you throw away a TDR gun in Borderlands 3, some crazy shit can happen. We've got, you know, guns with legs. Let's see some other options. What does this one do? Alright, we've just picked up a few TDR weapons. Let's take them into the next fight.
I want to see what the turret one can do.
Just ignore that green on the ground.
We're just not gonna learn, are we? Just keep beating those speakers.
Speaker traps. Oh, little cutie.
Don't hit him, guys!
Oh my god. Just using the turrets to get around corners and shit.
Oh, it's horrible.
See that one, Merv's rocking.
This is Borderlands, dude.
Guns out. Check this out.
Oh shit.
Homing rockets.
It just explodes into 3 homing grenades. Oh, I didn't make it up.
A little closer here.
Why would you ever shoot with that gun? You just like turn into a walking gun.
Alright, you guys ready? Oh, you learned! We can die.
Oh shit. It blows up on contact. That's pretty cool. TVs for eyes.
I see some ammunition vending machines. Hey, walk up to that ammo vending machine. I want to show you guys this.
Shows you the item of the day. And a refill ammo button on the top.
Now, he's already full on ammo, but you just press that, or press Y right there and you can reload all your ammo. You don't even have to go in and buy things one at a time.
That is the best change of any game ever. Purchasing ammo one at a time is so fucking exhausting. And having it not even in
Of course, you
the...
can buy individual pieces if you want. Now, I don't know about you guys, but whenever you play a video game and you happen to find a room where there's ammo and vending machines to kind of make sure you're stocked up, it'd be a pretty safe bet that you're about to
Also
run
in
into a
Borderlands,
boss
if it's a
fight.
drop.
Not only is Borderlands 3 a much, much larger game than any Borderlands game before it, but we've added more boss fights than ever before because we think boss fights are exciting opportunities for players to have their skill tested, but also to be rewarded with kick-ass loot. So let's go ahead and see if we can find an off-piece.
All right.
He's a DJ. Oh shit. my god. The fucking jokes.
This shield's like an equalizer.
Oh my god, it just changed perspective. It was very confusing.
Zane used his
Oh,
drone
he's
teleport to dodge
teleporting
that
to
barrier
clones.
His mouthpiece just
I
made.
see. That's a little disorienting, but really cool. This better have good fucking boss music. Shoot him? Are we not trying to kill him? I don't think I've heard this Zane guy talk yet. Oh yeah, I think the Zane character is on the PlayStation. Oh fuck, there's a lot of
Did you guys
loot.
see the gun?
Oh no, is that X? Is that X a Xbox X or a PlayStation X? Because it is crossplay.
Shooting at us with the, like,
Unlimited magazine size. Weapons heat up and eventually will break.
kind of sound waves flying out.
What the fuck?
Check this out.
That was an Xbox X, not a PlayStation X or a GameCube X. Because there's Nintendo X. Oh my god, I hate it. Just pick new number or letters. Numbers.
One of the greatest feelings in Borderlands is when an enemy's using a gun against you, you kill that guy, and then you take that gun and use it against your next foes. I love that so much.
Yeah. Well,
It's
let's
been
see
a
what we
Y
came
in the
here
game
for, and let's
too.
get the ball map.
So I assume he's.
Why
Oh,
are
I
you
see.
set up?
I see.
Did you come all this way for that busted ass map, or are you just here to see me? Didn't know you were such a super fan. Oh, you missed the show? Oh, right. But you're all like, what's up with those husks? But
She sounds like a 40-year-old mom. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but she doesn't sound like she's a teenage cult leader. She sounds like the mom from Rugrats, of Phil and
So I
Will.
offered the
You
Sun
know,
Smashers a place in our family, but they just
probably will
wanted guns
pass.
and
I mean,
cash.
I'll play it. You know,
They've
Borderlands is
betrayed
fucking
me,
amazing.
man.
So
Oh, then Troy said something great.
Gods don't negotiate.
Gods don't
his
negotiate.
arm's so long.
Love it. Like I said, that map is super busted, so go ahead and take it. I'll swing by
It's like a
later.
goddamn alien.
You're my most loyal follower, Vault Thief. You just don't know it yet.
So you've just met Troy and Tyrene Calypso. The Calypso
Troy.
twins. We learned earlier that on Pandora there's a cult called the Children of the Vault, and every cult needs leaders. This cult is led by the Calypso twins. And they've sort of built a cult of personality around themselves, right? You
Cult
guys
of
know the type of streamers we're
personality.
talking about, you know, the kind of streamers everybody hates. So these are like the douchiest kind of streamers of the impossible future that you can possibly imagine. As Tyrene demonstrated, she has the ability to leech power from any living thing. And her aim is to use her cult to lead her to the vaults so that she can soak up the power of the vault monsters. Of course, we're vault hunters. We can't allow her to beat us to the
Loot.
prize. So with a vault map in hand, we're now in a race to find the vaults hidden on other worlds throughout the
Okay,
galaxy.
good. We're on other
In other
worlds in the
words,
game.
When we go to those other worlds, we're gonna need a ride, right?
Oh yeah.
So later in our venture on Pandora, we're gonna find a spaceship.
Sanctuary's a spaceship.
I'd like to introduce Sanctuary 3. We don't
What
talk
happened
about
to 2?
Sanctuary 2. Since Sanctuary 3 is our home base, it's a great stopping point between missions. On Sanctuary 3, we can meet our friends, trade our loot, and prepare ourselves for what comes next.
Is there a gold key loot
You'll
box?
notice here there's a quick change station where we can modify our appearance, but there's a new vending machine here on the right. This is sort of a space lost and found. Have you guys ever lost loot in Borderlands? Like a purple or a legendary lands in some place we can't reach? We collect all that lost for you, the lost loot, and we'll deliver it here for you. You'll never lose loot again.
You can just sell it, get a bunch of money, never have to pick up anything.
All right, so
pretty
let's talk
good.
about this.
Destiny
This is your player
Postmaster, yeah.
quarters. Now, because we're playing Amara right now, all of the decoration, everything is built around Amara. But
That's
you can see
cool.
that you can place items that you find
Player-owned housing? Can I
in
customize
the
it?
world, like this gun. All right, we got a Torg pistol here.
Pretty rad.
But again, you can modify your player quarters to how you want to play.
Pick up the
Since we
purples,
picked up a
lady.
pistol, we'll take it with us on a tour around Sanctuary. And why don't we stop
Ellie.
first? Let's head over to Marcus. Just keep going. Ignore that golden chest.
Oh, what is a golden chest?
We
I
picked up a
can't really
pistol,
see it.
We'll take it with us on a tour
Doesn't
around
look very gold.
Sanctuary. And why don't we stop first? Let's head over
Okay,
to
yeah, it
Marcus.
is.
Just keep going. Ignore that golden chest.
Of course, they have to have gold keys.
Marcus's place is right around the corner here.
Whoa.
It's a beautiful day, full of opportunity.
Now, Borderlands 3, Marcus will be our vendor
Oh,
for
STUs.
upgrades to our storage deck unit, right?
Nice.
So we can get more storage to carry more loot and more ammunition.
You'll notice that it costs cash to upgrade your storage.
Nice, yeah, not a third.
Marcus also has a shooting
currency,
range back
costs
there,
money.
So if you want to get your skills up, practice with any interesting new guns you found, you can do that. We're just gonna take a look around this place.
This thing is huge.
Isn't that cool?
That's what
This
she
map
said.
has changed more hands than any other content in Borderlands 3. We've had so many of our talented world builders want to get their hands on this and make it great. It's not a hub until you have a Moxie's bar, right?
Look at you, brightening up my day. The name's Moxie. What's yours, sugar? Thanks for the help, sugar. Come back.
Just tipping Moxie.
Yeah, let's try it.
Oh my god, this person is knocking. Oh god, the sanctuary knocking people.
All right.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
Bad luck.
Oh shit.
Well, thanks for encouraging that.
There's a Nova shield.
Let's keep going on
Better
the
luck
tour.
next time.
I love Sanctuary. I mean, it's just such a beautiful. I don't know the level. I didn't work on this one that much. I just kind of helped guide some of it. But the guys that did the art for this, just it's absolutely stunning.
He said guys.
These are the jokes.
You're up late.
Is Zed here?
Evening.
Knock, knock. Anyone home?
Just a moment. Almost there.
Tannis? The fuck? Fucking hate Tannis.
Surprisingly comfortable, you know? Like a fleshy sleeping bag. Although I do feel a bit viscous.
So Tannis is back.
Where's Zed? My name's Dr. Zed.
Let's go head up to the bridge.
All right.
Hey, Paul.
Yes, Randy.
What can we do on the bridge?
So for the first time ever,
Jump? Hmm?
we can leave the Pandoran system.
Moxie used to look hotter in the previous games.
What's up, killer? Alright, let's get to it.
Who the fuck is that? Why is she in charge of the bridge shit? Never met that person. I feel like a spaceship's a very important thing. Just like wearing a cowboy hat. That's pretty cool.
Now, this is early in the game, so we haven't unlocked a lot of the other places that you can
Promethea.
explore.
After Atlas... Oh, this is the Atlas home planet, isn't it? Where the Iridians came from? After Atlas discovered Iridian ruins on Promethea, everything changed. For Atlas, it was the start of a new golden age of expansion, research, and profit margins that would make Hyperion blush. For Promethea, it meant real estate development and wide-scale militarization.
But for now, we're going to do interstellar
Looks like
fast
a
travel
big-ass
to
city.
Promethea.
I'll take it. shit. FTL.
We're gonna go down to Promethea in a moment. Check it out.
I'm a little disappointed that it's just like jump between planet, teleport down to
In
the surface.
Borderlands, you'll be able to go back and forth between Promethea, Pandora, and all of the other worlds that you discover throughout the game.
How many other worlds? Tell me.
Might even find a few familiar faces here.
Maya. She's got long
I
hair.
love Maya's look. She's fully Jedi.
Yeah, this
now.
looks way better than the beginning. This is what they needed to show us,
We'll take a
not the
couple other
beginning.
stops on the way down to the hangar before we head to Promethea. Continue our tour of Sanctuary 3.
Except for everything.
Oh yeah, let's go to Hammerlocks.
Now, here in Hammerlock's, one of the cool things is Hammerlock asks you to kill different creatures.
Yeah,
and this
of
is
course.
a trophy room for killing those creatures.
Ah, it's you! Apologies, it's dark and I've never actually cleaned this monocle.
You can see right now all of the trophy mounts on the wall are empty, which means that we've got work
Gotta
to
do some
right?
quests. That's pretty cool. I wonder if there's different quests, like if it's like tier 1, kill a bunch of bullymongs, kill a bunch of I don't fucking know, skags. If you can do one or the other, and then you get that trophy on the wall, and you can never get the other one. So each game plays, or each playthrough's like slightly different.
Right now, all
I like
of the
having
trophy
options.
mounts on the wall are empty, which means
It's
that
all about
we've
options.
got work to do, right?
A lot of work to do.
It's an RPG, for fuck's sake.
Now, here in the ship, you can see we have shortcuts built in.
The more time you spend on Promethea, the more familiar you'll get with it. We've kind of engineered
Promethea?
some shortcuts and other ways to get around, so you can
I think
find
he
it
means
pretty quickly.
How's your day going?
Sanctuary. Ellie!
Hey there, sugar boots.
They didn't
Ellie's sort of
change
our,
her
ship mechanic.
You know what?
voice actor good.
She runs the cargo bay.
Where's Scooter?
Down here we can check out vehicles we've collected. We can also get access to the planets when we're in orbit. We've also got some stowaways we can meet.
What was that?
Vehicles we've collected.
Zero's not there? Yeah, where's...
Access to the
Well, we saw Maya. We saw Lilith. We haven't seen any other Vault Hunter.
planets when we're in orbit. We've also got some
Haven't seen
stowaways we
Genji.
can meet.
Oh, veteran rewards. Whatever the fuck that means. Maybe it's for raid bosses.
What you want?
He said it. He said the thing.
Come back never.
I think his vending machine there said veteran on it.
Maybe go back to it.
Don't look at me like that. I'm doing all the wheel work here.
I don't. And
The fuck was that?
I think
No
he's building
gauge,
a
yeah.
girlfriend.
No gauge.
I can't
He's
believe
building a
that
girlfriend.
Claptrap's lonely. It's just
No
hard to
Mordecai, no Brick, no
believe.
Gauge,
So we're gonna
no
head to the, drop pod
Krieg,
here. This'll
no
help us get
fucking
down to Promethea. In
Axel,
fact,
Commando
why don't we
guy.
just skip ahead a little bit?
Salvador.
Rather than start at the beginning of Promethea, we can jump forward. a bunch of
Meridian
levels, and, I wanna show you
Metroplex.
some
That. Oops. Oh, what did I do? This is my aesthetic. Let's fucking go.
action here. In the lore, Promethea is the headquarters of the Atlas Corporation. And you'll notice as we proceed that Atlas is actually under siege by Maliwan and their private army.
Nice.
You see, in Borderlands, in this universe, when a corporation attempts a hostile takeover, they do it with full military-grade force.
Now, before we start, I want you to take a look at the gun we're using here.
You know
This
that
is
now
an
when they
Atlas
wear a
pistol.
wig.
Now, the cool thing about an Atlas pistol
Playing the
is
pre-sequel?
it has an alt-fire mode that fires out a tracking dart. And when you fire the tracking dart, it marks
Aurelia.
the target. And then every
Hammerlock's
bullet that you
sister?
fire subsequently will hit that target.
I think
It's
sister.
like the Fifth Element gun. Fires
Okay,
out
I
a
gotta listen to
tracking
that again.
dart. And when you fire the tracking dart, it marks a target. And then every bullet that you fire subsequently will hit that target. It's like
Nice.
the Fifth Element gun.
Finally.
Also, the game director pronounced this Next, you can this way. Can't really see it. Here. You pronounce this Maliawan. It's fucking Malawan. There's no extra letter there. What are you doing?
So, let me introduce our demoists. We've got Chris. Chris is playing as Zane, and Zane's going to be our co-op buddy this time. And Paul is playing as Amara, which is what's on screen.
Can we see the other fucking characters?
Amara and Zane are both at level 10. And we've actually set them up with microphones so that we can listen in on their chatter as they play. Paul, Chris, you guys ready?
I'm good. Hey-o.
All right. So let's watch. This is the world's first.
I assume there's
going
gonna be endings where you choose to side.
Take it away, Paul and Chris.
Yeah, I wonder.
All right, I'm going in.
I wonder if you have to like pick sides with like, or maybe it gets confused with like the Calypso twins. Maybe some of the Vault Hunters go to certain sides and you have to pick. Shit. Just hit things around corners. It's a lot happening. I'm trying to catch up on. He's got like a laser beam now? What the fuck? Alternate fire? Just gonna rain grenades. Who talks like that? This is painfully scripted. Does he even know this game? No. I didn't even work on Sanctuary, the main hub of the game. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. That gun's sweet though. And that's her ability where she just, I don't know what they call it, phase something. She pushes out a bunch of damage in a line. There's a level 11 enemy up top. There's a level 11 enemy on the bottom. I'm gonna rain grenades down. Lorelei. Why do they all have that same fucking haircut? Does the art director like have a hard on for that fucking haircut? Every goddamn character has that fucking haircut. But I am all for a Malawan headquarters or a Malawan attack because that means elemental weapons. It's like watching the Rainbow Six Siege reveal trailer. You do? Lizard. It's not a bad haircut, and they do it well with like colors and things, but like that's not the only haircut that exists. And I would say that to anything, you know? Anime protagonist, yeah. Fucking Malawan bot. Malawan bot? I hope that name is not final. Is that actually what it said? Holy shit, come on. Frame by frame doesn't really work at 60 frames. Edgy. Stop. Malawan bot. It's not even like with a 4, you know, like they do with Claptrap. This chatter is like, ugh. Ugh. This is not how people interact with each other. Super hype now, Blue Suede? Oh yeah, oh yeah. I can't wait. I'm gonna play as Amara. Always plays as Siren. How about you? You watch all the gameplay. You want to be surprised as possible. I love being surprised, but if I would have just watched the first half of this, I would have not bought the game. Siren for the win. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Especially with. I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to spoil. I don't know what you've watched. You know. Are you gonna 100% this one too? You were I was like, oh man, because I've been playing through the Borderlands games. We're on the pre-sequel now, and I was going back once they released the new Borderlands 1 remake, the HD upgrade or whatever the fuck it's called. I saw that they reset the achievements, like it has its own set of achievements, separate from the Borderlands Game of the Year edition on Steam. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking 100% this, then I'm gonna go through 2, then pre-sequel, and I saw you doing it, and I'm like, oh my fuck god, took my goddamn idea. You just 100% Borderlands 2 and all of these DLCs? Holy fuck, dude. Just started the remastered and have 30 some now. Nice. Yeah, I know I can still do it. I'm gonna wait until we're done the pre-sequel. Borderlands 1, before the DLCs came out, was actually the very first game that I 100% on Xbox 360.
I see a chest back here.
Achievement-wise.
See what you get.
That's a cool one.
Alright, one I can't use, one I can. Got a Torg. Got a bunch of let-off pistols.
The level 12's a little OP, but you guys can save it.
Oh,
Whoa.
delayed fire. One I can't use, one I can. Got a Torg. Got a bunch of let-off pistols.
The level 12's a little OP, but you guys can save it.
That's pretty good.
Oh, delayed fire mode.
Borderlands to the core, hell yeah.
Ready to move on? Alright.
Working on a Necromancer cosplay, holy shit, man. How's the Borderlands gameplay so far, Roger? It's actually pretty great. Brother, do you know who that is? Sal. 100% Arkham Knight. I can't even imagine, dude. Batman's okay too. Most Wanted on the 360, nice, dude. I don't think I ever 100% that game. Roger Rabbit, I'd say, like I said, I was saying to Blue, if I watched the first half of this, I wouldn't buy the game. Then they started to show your spaceship and showing the customization and thing like that, and like the RPG aspects of the game, like the skill trees and whatnot. They basically showed the tutorial stage of the game and then jumped forward. Now seeing the rest of it, I definitely am on the board. Just like Gage's look. I think you could pull off a long-haired Maya. And Gage is fucking sick. Not Gage, so you don't care. There was an achievement per boss, and it was it. Oh. Oh, for Most Wanted. It was like, was it 13? Ironically, does a lot of dividing.
Wow. Thank you guys. Wow. I don't know if anybody got that math joke, divide by
Yes.
0, but
We got it. You don't have to explain jokes.
Look, we can't wait for you guys to play this massive game for yourselves and to discover what other surprises and characters and
Brother, we still got 8 minutes. Show more gameplay.
everything there is to experience and explore in Borderlands 3.
So today, based on the time we have, we've just been able to show you just a tiny fraction of the game. And so, with that, I think what we want to show is just a little bit more of the breadth that we have. So we prepared a trailer for you here.
Okay, here we go. As long as he doesn't do magic tricks. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. Not the whole team. Not the whole team. I'm gonna be pausing a lot. I'm sorry. Yo, that's just fucking, what's his name? From StarCraft. Need a light. Whatever that guy's name is. Firebat. Yeah. That's my favorite. Oh man, in StarCraft 2, when you like highlight them and you click and he goes, it's like need a light. That's my most favorite line from StarCraft. That's pretty sick. First 10 minutes and then too repetitive. What do you mean? Humor in Borderlands gets stale. The trailer or the tutorial stage in the beginning of the game was like Claptrap being a joke, you know. But one, they changed his voice actor, and two, that kind of humor has worn off a little bit, like Claptrap's humor, and you can do like one or two jokes like that, but when it's 10 minutes, you know, like come on. This made it better in a second. Yeah. Borderlands 2 humor and Core sequel humor, we're all different. You know? Exactly. I fucking miss that. Is that a railgun? Wait, what? So, one of the Siren's abilities is like Phase Fist or some bullshit, and it like grabs, it's like Maya where they get suspended in the air, but it brings up a fist. This looks like you can augment it with other fists to like damage that same person that just like slam near it. What the fuck was that? Who was that? Sorry I keep going bad, but I'm trying to break it down a little bit. Break it down! Is that... Oh, it is Amara. Those are arms. It looks like it's poison damage. Can't wait for the fucking siren, dude. Oh, dude. Daniel, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Hopefully you're having a good night. Hopefully everyone's having a good night. I'm enjoying this gameplay. I love the fucking atmosphere, man. The environments of Borderlands have always been fantastic, and with new consoles and new, you know, techniques, and get even better. Did that thing have 1 foot? Mr. Garrison. That's he's the robot guy. What's his name? I forget. He has the dog. Oh, it has... I think it had 1 foot. He just summoned the It was the Beastmaster that just summoned his skag. Diogenes? Oh my god, look at that, dude. Flak? Yes, it's Flak. Yeah, thanks for the follow, man. Did they see who the villain is? Yeah, it's Troy and Tyreen. Oh, those names. Calypso. They're the Calypso twins. They're leaders of a cult. Yeah, it is Flak. So it looks like one of his abilities makes him go invisible, which is real sweet. Because we always need an invisible dude. But he can also summon and keep this fucking skag with him that you can upgrade. What the fuck? Dude, these enemies are so... What? Did anyone ever watch Bill and Mandy? They said fucking ghetto. I mean, they're not ghetto. They're like... They look... I don't know. I don't want to judge. We saw like... We didn't see them. We saw like projections of them. And they only like, talked for like 2 seconds. So... there was one... What was it? It was Grim from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. And then this brain that was like a bear and it had a brain and a tube on its head. That's what this is. Boss Cub, yeah. Yo, wait. This is this Titanfall? There's sliding, and there's now you're in a Titan. I think this is what's her name? Not Flack, not Jack, not Amara. The fourth person can summon a mech and get inside. This might be it, unless it's a vehicle. So you're gonna head to bed. Have a good stream. You too, Frame. Thanks for stopping by, man. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. You know, play some games. Mose? Yeah, I think it's Mose. Andros. I need to watch like the last 30 seconds again. I stopped too many times. Yeah, Mose. I think that is her ability. I don't think it's a vehicle. Looks like hiding the HUD. It's a fucking Titan, dude. Is that a dwarf? Skateboard? What do you plan on doing next? The remainder of the stream is going to be doing some world building with D&D stuff.
Thank you.
Big dude shooting midgets.
Oh wow.
The larger gentleman. Not bad. Can now also climb, which is huge. Yeah, you can climb and you can slide. It's nuts. But see, that looked like Amara. This here, this like, unless that's shock damage. Dude, being able to climb is nuts. It's a better option than double jumping, in my opinion. You can't break as much, and like you can't get out of bounds. No, you can't get to places you're not supposed to. But you still have the freedom of climbing. So this is either shock damage or yeah, it's got to be. Which big guy are you talking about, Lizard? Like, I don't know if I could see it. I don't know.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Wow.
Right before the Titanfall thing. Oh shit, I didn't even realize. Yeah, this person is probably a boss. Unless it's like Krieg, but they're wearing like bandit pants. Seems like it's a female. Definitely some kind of bandit. Literally shooting. This was the same midget that was on her back. Like in the previous scene. Sorry we keep watching this over and over, but we're breaking this down. See that midget up top? It's like the midget's head, and then the big person's head. Big Barda. I went too far. And then the midget gets into the cannon. That looks like the dude from the Torg DLC. What is that? His like blaster things. I forget his name. Piston? Yeah, Piston. Just like fucking shoots him. Pew! Pew! Like a little cannon. You can like see his butt. Oh, that's his back. Looks like a butt crack. That's pretty sweet.
Thank you guys. Oh man. Oh, thanks.
I've been waiting fucking 5 years for this
You know, I
bullshit.
don't think we've ever shown this much of a Gearbox game before, or just soon after announcing it, frankly. The fact is, we've never had this much time to finish and polish a Gearbox game before, so we're feeling really good about the position we're in and excited to bring Borderlands 3 to the world. As you can
I want
plainly
news.
see, we've made a commitment to what Borderlands is supposed to be. We've made a commitment to the story, the style, and the design that our fans have told us loud and clear that they cherish and want us to preserve in Borderlands 3. You know, it's an interesting time in games right now. There's all kinds of people making all kinds of money, doing all kinds of interesting stuff out there. We just love video games. We think video games...
Why would he choose to say that sentence?
supposed to be fun, and we love Borderlands, so we wanted to make sure that we were true to what it is. And if you want to play offline, we've got you. If you want to play online,
Nice.
of course, all the co-op modes you expect are there. Yeah, we're gonna
Having
do
to be
some
online
kick-ass
for a game is
campaign
fucking
DLC,
stupid.
and I'm sure we're gonna do all kinds
Shit,
of
shit,
fun
flat gameplay. I
customization
know,
like
dude.
skins,
Like,
but we're not doing
or
any of that free-to-play
modes.
junk. There's not gonna be any
I was assuming that this was gonna be like basically a better, more fleshed out tech demo. Like, these are the new mechanics, which they kind of did, but they like glossed over one of the new elemental types. They were like, "Oh yeah, there's radiation." Like, "Oh yeah, here there's this new mechanic. It's gonna affect the whole fucking game." There's that. There's the new gun, alternate fire modes, which they talked about. But there's 2 heroes that they didn't talk about. There's 2 Vault Hunters. They went in, that's not even really in depth, with 2 of them, and showed all 3 of their abilities. But we still don't have any news about the other 2. Like,
microtransaction.
we can gauge, get it? We can gauge what they are based on the trailer, but like not much, you know.
There's not going to be any of that nonsense DLC, and I'm sure we're going to do all kinds of fun customizations like heads and skins, but we're not doing any of that free-to-play junk. There's not going to be any microtransactions. There's not going to be any of that nonsense. And if you've played a Borderlands game before, we expect you to feel right at home. But we've made sure to design
Maybe
Borderlands
practice your
3,
script so you don't have to
story, and
read from the
gameplay,
fucking
everything
board so
such
much.
that this is the perfect entry point for any gamer that's going to be experiencing Borderlands for the very first time when Borderlands 3 launches on September 13th. And
That's
what
so
you've
far
seen
away,
today
dude.
So far, it's really just scratching the surface. Borderlands 3 is massive. It is by far the largest
4 months.
game we've ever made. And we've just had an hour to touch a couple things near the beginning of the game. Working closely with our publishing partner 2K Games, you can expect to see more and more of Borderlands 3 through the summer up until the launch on September 13th. We're planning to share more and more of the game at upcoming shows, right? We're going to be at E3, we're going to go to Gamescom in Germany, we're going to go to the Penny Arcade Expo, of course, we're going to hit a few other
When
things.
is PAX?
We're even going to crash Guardian
Is E3 first?
in Orlando. So that should be fun. And we're not even finished today. In this room with us, we've brought 200 AMD-powered machines.
Jesus
where
Christ.
You guys are all going to have a chance to play Borderlands 3 yourselves. It's going to be an unguided experience. We're going to just drop you in Promethea, do whatever
Twitch
you
extension?
want. Mainline quests, side quests.
Borderlands or
just free
or
play,
what?
right? We're going to give you 90 minutes. And I know all of you guys are going to be streaming to all of your followers, so
I didn't watch this
have fun.
live,
We want
so
you to have
this is
a
why we're
blast
watching
with
it now.
If you're watching them on Twitch, if you're watching these guys play on Twitch, be sure to take advantage of the custom Borderlands 3 Twitch extension that we've created at Gearbox. You can link it to your Shift account so that you can start collecting Borderlands 3 loot today, and that's going to be waiting for you when the game launches on September 13th. Now, it's going to take Paul and the rest of the Gearbox guys a few minutes to get everybody set up on the stations over there.
Interesting.
So,
I mean, that sounds cool, but I don't really care about that.
Paul's going to get going on that. And,
Do it now. I don't know if I can put that on
I'm
my
just so
channel.
glad that we're here today and that we can
Let me
do
see.
this.
I'll try after this.
Thank you guys so much. By the way, while they're setting up, fortunately we've got the folks from Kind of Funny here. They've seen Borderlands 3
sure
for the
you
first
will.
time here at this event.
Is
So
it like
I'm
good
gonna say
loot?
goodbye
Is it
tomorrow
like
to now. For
gold
now, we're
chest
gonna
tier
kick it
loot?
over to Greg and Andrea and Fran, and they're going to share their thoughts about Borderlands 3 for everybody watching at home. And thank you guys so much for coming here and being with us. I'll see you soon. Cheers.
Cheers. All right, well, I'm gonna check out the extension thing, but I do want to say that I appreciate everyone for stopping by. Your time is very, very valuable, and I appreciate you spending that time here. I will say that I am going to clip this later. I'm actually going to clip it right now, and later I'm going to upload it to YouTube and as its own thing. So if you missed it, you can either check it out on the Borderlands YouTube page, which is what I'm watching, or you can watch this in case you missed anything. I did break down a good portion of this whole thing. It's 58 minutes long, so I couldn't go frame by frame and break everything down like I could a trailer or whatever. But I believe I kind of picked it apart. So if you liked it, go check it out on YouTube. Probably be uploaded tomorrow. I have to wait 24 hours, you know. Twitch bullshit. Let me tell you. So as a streamer, as you are playing, we the viewers can open an ad and see your inventory, see your weapons and your build. Also, when you open rare chests, we also get your chest. What the fuck? But I can't play Borderlands 3. Is it for all Borderlands? Because I can't play that. I'm not actually playing the game. And I'm not in LA playing the game. They only invited like 100 or 200 partners or something. And if you do like the content, definitely follow. Yeah, I don't see the extension. Search Borderlands. It's probably a invite only thing. Borderlands 3 Echo Cast extension. View the Vault Hunter's profile, gear, and skill trees while participating in rare chest events to win loot delivered to your game. Yeah, it looks like it's Borderlands 3 only. But that means that it'll still be available, hopefully. That'll still be available when Borderlands 3 goes live, so when we do play it, we can have that active. That's pretty sweet. Just 18 more till 1,000. Holy shit, brother. That's like real close. Content creators that play Borderlands 3 will be freaking out. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely a for the few people streaming it or that can stream it now. This is definitely good for them. But there's so you can get like drops from various games while playing Twitch or while watching things on Twitch. But like this is the kind of thing that we need as like a Twitch extension. This is like exactly the thing that motivates me to play Borderlands when it comes out. Not only does it drive more viewers, which isn't the goal. The main goal is giving something to the people who spend their time here. Because I can try as I may to give somebody entertainment or insight into some things, but sometimes that's not enough. So giving an ulterior, like, hey, if you watch and you participate in the stream, when I open a chest, you get loot too. Like, stick around, you know, play the game with us, you know, that kind of thing. That's really, really awesome and makes me want to buy the game more. I was on the fence with the Epic exclusion fiasco going on. I was on the fence whether or not I wanted to wait the 6 months until it comes out on Steam in March. But now with this extension and how great the game seems to be and how more role-playing like it is and more options-based it is, it's like I can't wait. I have to get it. I have to get it day one. We're gonna be playing it day one, or as soon as we can. I'll fucking pre-download it, and as soon as it goes live, we'll fucking stream it. I don't care what fucking time it is. I can't wait, dude. All right, let's bring back the music. Let's go back to loading. Ba-da-da-da. Let's restart. All right, everyone. So I'm going to take a quick 2 or 3 minute break. I appreciate everyone for stopping by. When I come back, we're going to switch. We're going to switch gears. We're going to switch to world building. I'm currently in the process of making a world for my D&D campaign. I've never streamed it, so I don't know how it's going to go. But we're going to sit around, we're going to talk, we're going to chat, we're going to make some new things. I got some books, I've got online resources, and we're either going to make, we're going to do some articles in the world, and we're also going to make some maps. So, should be fun. But this is your time to take a break. I'm just going to stand up, stretch, use the bathroom, get a new drink, Take care of yourselves. Don't sit around for too long. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay. Oh shit, I gotta grab my fucking books. I don't know which ones to get. There's so many. Fuck. So there's a couple places I want to focus on today. Hello. A couple places in my D&D world that I want to focus on today. I apologize for anyone just joining. We just spent the last hour and a half-ish, talking about the new Borderlands game and watching and breaking down the gameplay reveal live stream. If you missed it and you want to see some critiquing and things like that, some helpful insight, this will be uploaded to YouTube tomorrow. So definitely head over to our YouTube and subscribe there. You can see it when it goes up. But for now, nope, fuck off. So I don't think I'm gonna play music. I'm not really in the fucking musical mood. So I've got to get a image of our world. So I've got a couple places I want to focus on building for the world today. Should this have fucking... yeah, okay. See, so this... where are we at? There we go. This is our world. So far. I think a little bit later we'll spend some time... can I hide this? What? Whatever. I want to do a map that's like one level. Oh, I didn't fuck. I'm still in Borderlands 3. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. Maybe. There we go. So, I think I want to spend some time in Wonderdraft in a bit, which is the program that I use to make this map. Like one step back in terms of scale. So this is like a province scale, you know? It's like at that it's not the full world map. It's like one level deeper. And then the next level deeper is like, you know, this section, like northeast section. And then one level deeper from that is like a town or a bunch of towns, you know. Just keep going, keep going. So I want to, tonight, hopefully we can get to it, basically get the world map done. Or at least started. Because this, I want this to be about 1/8 of the things that happen on our world. I have a temporary name of Lothlond as the name of the world, but I think I actually want that to be this province name. Got my drive up so we can look at that. But I can kind of give you the rundown. So I'm making this for my next D&D campaign. Typically I DM Dungeon Master. I run the event based on a official book. I like doing book adventures. They're pretty simple. But it's tough to diverge from them. Like I'll tell you, just like a month ago, we're currently in this book called The Dungeon of the Mad Mage. It takes place in a dungeon. It is basically an underground castle, I guess. It's like an upside down castle. The lower you get in it, the harder things get. And at the very bottom is the big bad guy. So we're on like level 3. Our characters are level 6 or 7 or something like that. And we get to this level of the dungeon that is split. It's basically two people or two factions warring against each other. The goblins and hobgoblins versus the drow elves. And drow are like, you know, the underground elves. Dirty elves. So what happened, so what's supposed to happen is that you do quests for both and have like conflicting like RPG elements, and you eventually like pick a side, help wipe out the other one, and then move on with your tasks, your quests or whatever. So what actually happened is we murdered some of the drow, found a hobgoblin prisoner, went to the hobgoblins, went to the main hobgoblin dude, murdered him instead of helping him with his quest, became the rulers of the goblins, because we had like a disguise kit or whatever, or it was like a circlet that made us look like a hobgoblin. And now we rule that part of the dungeon, and we're going to use them in a war later. So like none of that happens in the book, and none of the rest of the book tells you what to do when shit like that happens. So like, you got to be able to think about that stuff on the fly and remember it, whatever. So I like that kind of stuff. Books are very strict and very one-dimensional kind of. Maybe like 1.5 dimensions, because you can skew a little bit as long as you're good with it. So I decided, well, fuck it. I'm not too keen on the next book that's coming out, so we're gonna world build and make our own campaign. So this is where we're at. Like I said, this is about 1/8 of what I want the world to be. We've got some big cities, some major cities. I've got some lore written down. This website here, World Anvil, is really, really useful. It's got this neat search function. So if I search Steve, shit, what is happening? It'll bring up like, it's fucking loading. Are you shitting me? Okay, so it brings up an article that I've written about a certain thing. Go back to the world summary. I can search whenever, whatever. I have the ability to create a language, a profession, a prose. Like, I can create basically whatever I want and make an article about it that can reference other articles. And this is what it ends up looking like, when it's actually finished, when it's published. And I can get links to these and share them with my players, and it's good reference for me. I can take campaign notes. So this is what I've been using. It's pretty sweet. So I've been slowly going through the big areas in the world building section. So right now I'm focused on this northeast and this city here, which I've named, I think it was Amberfall. Let's see, where's Malagar? Malagar is our big baddie. City of Amberfall, yeah. So, and I found now, like, creating a Malagar spawned ideas for like 17 other wiki articles, basically, and they're pretty quick, and they're really good. They're really good at like directing you into what information you need. If you're making a character, or you're making a villain, these are the motives, things like that. It lists helpful information that you should fill in. Super good, and World Anvil's free. I chose to support them specifically so I didn't get ads, but it's pretty good. But this is where I'm at. So we're focused on basically the first area that they're going to go to is the Withered Willows. The campaign starts in Steve. Steve is a pre-established town from the world of Faerun, the Forgotten Realms, the D&D campaign we did last. This is another thing, like, in the book, it doesn't say what to do when your characters amass so much gold and so much reputation that they build their own town. Nowhere in a D&D book like a D&D campaign book doesn't say what to do when that happens. Like, so my characters built a fucking town named Steve, because obviously they can't be creative. And now this town is the center of the campaign. So I have to figure out the areas and towns near it, the things that they're most likely to visit and interact with. Like if I, name this city down here. Fuck, I hate zooming on this shitty thing. If I name this city, I thought I had, there we go. This one with the palm trees and shit. If I name this one and write a whole big backstory, they are most likely never going to visit it. That's like half a world away. They might visit Mythlon because it's like the dwarven capital, something like that. They might visit the seven trees or whatever, but they're not gonna visit some shitty little city down here. So I need to focus. I got too caught up on making articles for everything and not articles for things that actually matter to the campaign. So this campaign starts them in Steve. This big event happens, and it brings them to this world. So I've already taken care of the prairie woods, at least a little bit. I might touch it up a little bit here. I need to do the prairie woods. I need to do Airstair. I need to do Granite Landing, Orm's Orchard, Undum, and the Withered Willows. And part of the Withered Willows, I have a book of random tables. I have Pathfinder's Bestiary, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I have this big ass tome of beasts. I didn't even bring over my monster manual because I want to use these sweet monsters that aren't in the regular books. So we'll get back to these beasts and shit. So I'm going to populate the Withered Willows with these enemies. So I've kind of gone over Steve in our articles. Let's see. Oh, you know what? What am I doing? Let's edit Steve. See if there's anything more I can edit. This is what I want to be doing for the bulk of the stream. I've described it. There's no alternate names. It's a large town, 750 people. People who live in Steve are called Stevens. Demographics, government, we've talked about. History. Short description of the history of the settlement. Don't forget you can add all the important events at the city's timeline by creating a timeline and attaching it to the article. So I think some of this stuff I'm going to skip over because I can just come back at a later time and fill this in. I want to get a breadth of things going, so I might just forego talking about Steve at all. And there's like, okay, that's talking about the settlement. Now the design of it, like what the fuck? You can get images. There's so much to this fucking website, dude. I could spend hours on here. I normally do, like, these are the articles that I've written. 7. I've been working on this shit for like a month. That's nuts. Alright, I want to keep working on the prairie woods. Flora and fauna. Animals and plants which live in these lands and information about their local ecology and interactions. So I've made the prairie woods a place that used to take up most of this northeastern bit. It now no longer does because of this Arland, which is founded by Arthas, one of the first like humans to come to this side and land here. So they like spread up here. And some of the, like the natives, just like over time, you know, woods get less and less dense as more logging occurs. So I've said that this forest used to take up a majority of the space, but now it's turned into kind of like a national sanctuary kind of deal, where anything within the city boundaries of Earsteer is off limits to logging. You just can't log here. So now all of the fauna and creatures that lived in this forest now live in this small section. So we've got to determine what that is, or you know, what kind of animals those are. So I'm just gonna go through a quick list. I think I have a. I don't need equipment. I've also got the sweet book of magic items. There's like, so I could do the typical squirrel and, you know, oak tree, but I want to find like fairies and shit. I want this forest to be like this. So this prairie woods being an elven wood, for like 75% of the year is just green. It's just super green. It's like unnaturally bright green. So the trees just like look healthy, and for 24% of the year during the autumn seasons, everything's like a really rich brown, reds, oranges, you know, these autumnal colors. And then one day out of the year, all the trees shed their leaves and then start growing new, bright leaves. So being so exotic, I want there to be some fucking exotic creatures in there. And these characters are going to go through, you know, I guess the first couple quests are going to be, hey Joseph, welcome. How you doing today? I'm doing great, man. Doing great. The first couple like quest leads are going to go towards the withered willows. Definitely needs lizards. Yeah, we can find some cool lizards. Let me get my bestiary too. I should get my monster manual, but it's like on the other side of the fucking room, so. Donk. So, I think most of them are either going to lead to this town here that I haven't named, the Withered Willows, and then there's going to be like one that goes to Undum, and then one that goes to the Prairie Woods. So I do still want these little things fleshed out a little bit. And I just happen to have started the Prairie Woods, so we're going to go with that. So it's bright. We know it's bright. We know it's. I'm going to bring this back. Why did it zoom out? The fuck? We know we want lizards. Let's see. Is there a table of contents here? The best thing about this book that I have in my hands is Tome of Beasts. It's fucking. It's huge, and each creature has a fucking picture. It doesn't have it broken down by like character type, enemy type. So we've got challenge 1/8. So if you imagine, the people that are going to be running into this forest are either going to be level 1 or level 2. So we need pretty low challenge enemies. So the first one, page 58. Oh God, Chikovac. Let me see. What's the equipment go? I need more space on my fucking table. I got no room. I got no room, man. What a... I guess a lizard would be considered a animal in this book. Oh, this book doesn't even break it down by creature type. It's kind of annoying. So I'm using D&D characters, characters from supplementary books, or enemies or beasts or whatever. And I'm using the bestiary from Pathfinder. Just have to change the stats a little bit. I can deal with the stats later. Yeah, fuck. It's not even by challenge rating. It's just alphabetical order. Fuck. Whatever. Get to that later. Your character building right now? Nice. For what? Are you doing a campaign yourself? Or are you doing a character for a campaign? Like you're going to play a campaign? So let's just keep going. Okay, I'll keep going with the low challenge rating, guys. So, you know, this forest, this prairie woods, is like if you imagine a sort of warm, rolling hills stretching beyond the horizon. You know, you sit at the edge of this lake on the other side of Steve, and you can see open wood as far as the eye can see. It probably takes you about 2 days to travel to the other side. And everything is such a lush green and forest green color. There's not going to be too much evil lurking here. I'm going to say most of the evil has been driven out of this place. The withered willows is where the evil lies. And it's kind of been separated by these black downs. This is like where this like section of dwarf is living. Kind of like cut off by this neck here. It's like good and evil. So I don't want like this character or this this beast named Shroud. Probably not gonna fit. So it's for a future game, kind of new to the game, so I built characters to learn how classes. Yeah, it makes perfect sense, dude. Aderic, welcome, man. What system is this world being made? It's made for 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. I want to get back to it. We did once. We did a ASMR character build. I want to build Malagar, who's the big baddie. Alright, so let's go back. Malagar the Weaver. Malagar, I don't have a picture, obviously, but Malagar is tall and thin, walks as if floating, quieter than the wind, and more agile, never aging. Long pin-straight bone-white hair extends down to his back, skin paler than moonlight on lake's surface. Gnarled black and white antlers grow from his head. Long face with high cheekbones, angular jaw, and long pointed ears because he's an elf. Wisps of hair for eyebrows, lips blackened by necromantic words. So this character, I want to make a Blade Singer Hexblade Warlock as a character sheet, because I will be fighting my characters once they reach this level, you know. 5th edition is the only one I know. I know Pathfinder like loosely. No 3.5 loosely, but 5th edition is I've been playing 5th edition since fucking day one. I've been DMing for fucking 5 years. Holy shit. But I want to do an ASMR character build of Malagar. I think it'd be really cool. Ba-da-da-da. You think I found a combination you love? What's that? What's your favorite combination so far? And Aderic, what's your favorite combination to play? Do you play or do you DM? Strix. Oh, Shroud. Yeah. I do have some ideas for like monsters. Like I just flipped through these monster books and picked a couple that I want to like make encounters out of because I think that's cool. But there's some like 4 horsemen that I want to like roam the lands. There's some encounters like that I want to make, but I want to focus on these things first. 348. There's some Eldritch beings. I say that Malagar's the big baddie, but like there's always someone higher up on the food chain. Barbarian 14, Path the Ancestral Guardian, plus Paladin 6, Oath of Conquest. Oath of Conquest is sweet. And Path of Ancestral Guardian is sick. You made a Google Doc for it? Nice, nice, nice. Being tanky like that and being able to give everyone like max HP and like healing is like super good. So shrouds appear much like they did in life, only translucent and immaterial. Their voices are weak. Bitter spirits. Shrouds are transitional creatures, remnants of wicked people who died but refused to rest in peace, yet have not grown strong enough to become shadows. They are aggressive enemies of all living creatures, and the light they let that nurtures life. Yeah, this is not a creature that I want in my prairie woods. A Strix. 369. Strix are the result of the Moonlit King's mad experiments deep within the plane of shadows. Sorry, there's going to be a lot of me looking down. I don't have the PDFs of this. I'll see if I can get them for next time. Might be a little easier. They resemble owls and can pass as normal birds as long as they don't speak or open their mouths. The Strix have a larger mouth hidden behind their beaks. Oh god. Filled with gleaming human teeth. Sonic? Strix range in color from pale gray to sooty black. It's still a little too evil. I think I want these characters to... I want the beasts that live in this place to be less evil and more just like territorial, you know? Could just go with like a fucking wolf, but that seems basic. You know? Warfling. Hairless, ugly, and usually dripping water. The Warfling is a nocturnal raider and fond of stealing from fishmongers and jewelers alike. Warflings have long, large webbed hands and feet and oversized mouths. Yeah, maybe. Oh, what is this? Oh my god. Challenge rating 4. A water leaper. The water leaper is a frog-headed legless creature with bat-like wings. Oh, fucking come on, focus. Piece of shit. Can't really see it. I've been playing for like 1 year and a few months, and your favorite character that I've made is human mutant blood hunter. It's kind of an experiment. I talked with my DM and he allowed to have 4 arms. She's basically a human spider ranger. That sounds awesome. You can't use the other 2 arms for combat. That'd be nuts. She's fucking pop filter. Alright, Elf Shadow Fae. That sounds reasonable. Maybe we can finally have... Fuck you. Oh, these are just like characters. This is like actually a character. A dust goblin? Geroder crab? Lemur folk? Well, the best thing about this book is that there's fucking bear folk. Bear folk are sweet. This furred humanoid glides silently through the canopy of trees, gripping a blowgun. It observes visitors cautiously, with two intelligent, bulbous eyes. They prefer to hunt and move by gliding between trees. This isn't a jungle, so I don't really feel right putting a lemur in it. Oh man, there's map mimics too. Jesus. Rat folk. Swamp adder. Suture fly. These darting creatures resemble dragonflies, but with 3 pairs of gossamer wings and a body made from splintered wood. Flashes of bright colors run along their bodies. Okay. Forest folk rarely speak when suture flies dart through the woods because these creatures listen for lies and sew any offender's mouth, nose, and eyes shut. What the fuck? Numerous suture flies, suture fly. That word's hard for me. Varieties exist. Some attack based on verbal triggers other than lies. Black-banded suture flies, for instance, detect curses and religious blasphemies. That sounds cool. Let's put those in here. Seems good. Suture fly. Tome of Beasts, page 372. I should probably just like go through the whole book and put each enemy or each character, beast, whatever, into a biome that I think it would exist in, and then go on that. But yeah, whatever. If you have to DM, but you're just looking for a cool foresty monster for the heroes to fight. Not just a cool foresty monster, but one that makes sense for this area, because this area isn't a particularly evil place. So I want these creatures to be more territorial, and I don't have my monster manual, so I can't just like get straight up wolf. I'm trying to make it a little bit more creative than that. Challenge half. Let's see. Burrowling. Let's see what that is. Just a ton of demons and shit. These light brown furred creatures, it looks like a fucking mole rat with a satchel, inquisitively survey their surroundings, each comforted by the presence of the others. Friendly farmers. These are lawful neutral. Sometimes have domesticated prairie dogs, which burrowlings train to stand watch alongside their masters. Burrowing gets advantage on perception. I don't know if they would attack these though. These could be like the territorial kind of things that I'm looking for. Burrowlings work together at every task, digging tunnels, foraging, and rearing their young. They are omnivorous, eating roots, berries, insects, and reptiles, and they consider snakes a particular delicacy. The most advanced burrowlings towns set up rudimentary farms which they grow their fruits, vegetables they usually find in the wild. These are small humanoids. I think I like this. At least, you know, everything that lives in this place doesn't need to be an enemy as well. Tomobis page 49. Let's add all this shit to our dictionary. Because it's going to keep fucking telling me I'm wrong. Maybe next time I'll find some music we can listen to or something. Okay, 2 down. And so I'm gonna look for like 5. 5 random things. Challenge rating 5. There's so many cool things, but they're all like high level. Can't really do high level. Clockwork Beetle. Alehouse Drake. Dude, Alehouse Drakes seem awesome. Alehouse Drakes are like dragons that just sit in bars and drink all day. Lantern Dragonette. Scorpion Cultist. There's no like lizard things. Let's go to the L's and see if we can find like a fucking lizard or something. They might just have weird names. A polar bear or a shark with a polar bear head. Seems good. And some of these I don't have to keep them at their current stat block. It doesn't need to remain like a level or an enemy for a level 5 or whatever. Lashai. A Lashai is a strange man wearing loose scraps of clothing and covered in bark and root-like growths. The hair and beard that frame his piercing green eyes writhe like living vines. That sounds fucking cool. And scale it down like a young creature or wounded. Yeah, exactly right, Eric. I didn't even fucking read that. That's pretty good. I think having a higher level thing wounded, like a forest like nymph, you know, just saying, would be cool. I think this is sweet. Hit points 84 for a level 1 thing. That's like pretty high, but I think I can mix this. So I also want, there's a couple curses that are most prevalent in this world. I like vampires, so vampires are in it. Werewolves are in it. There's some amount of lycanthropy, and I like the idea of like a were tree, a were treant, where there's this kind of this person who turns into a treant, I guess, is the basic of it. And this Lashai makes it a little bit cooler. This will be a were tree guy. $272. Let's get a couple more things. Giant ant queen. And some of these encounters can be like like whole sessions on their own. Like this giant ant queen is fucking shit up. Go screw it, screw with it, I guess. Aridini, both more rugged and more ruthless than normal pixies. The Aridini are an especially greedy breed of fey bandits and kidnappers. These ashen-faced fey with gray moth wings, fire green glowing arrows with a sneer and a curse. They prefer ranged combat whenever possible, and quite difficult to lure into melee. Sometimes accept a personal challenge to respond to accusations of cowardice. Okay. I think this could be cool. I definitely want like pixies and fairies in this wood. They're like corrupt fairies almost. Maybe like a super rare chance to encounter these, but when you do, you gotta be careful, you know. People turning into trees is kind of similar to a Pokemon, except a ghost possesses a tree, basically. Yeah. Oh, where's the fucking ant queen? Oh, dude, this I think is my favorite in this book. An arboreal grappler. Long simian arms snake through the trees like furred serpents, dangling from a shaggy, striped ape in the leafy canopy above, and trying to snare those below. It's a fucking, like, dangly armed orangutan. It's fucking cool, man. Ant Queen. Challenge 2. Several pony-sized ants swarm around an ant the size of a draft horse. Fuck. Clacking their serrated mandibles and threatening with their stingers. The problem, they don't ever put biomes in these things. Like, you can put them wherever you want, but I definitely want a giant ant queen. Get to see my horrible typing. Okay, I'm gonna look at the Fae. There's tons of different kinds of dragons too. Fayward tree. Dark bark-like rust encrusts the trunk of this cold-forged metal tree. Its dull metallic leaves rustle with the sound of sharp metal. There's definitely a lot of like evil forest stuff that I'm gonna save for the withered willow, or the fuck. Yeah, the withered willows. I was right the first time. Let's keep that up. Fuck. I'll figure out this stuff, and then I'm gonna make an article for Orm's Orchard, and that's probably gonna do it for the night. You know how long it takes me. Because a bunch of Fae lords and ladies. Don't really want that. Because those are like bosses. Are there any peas? There's fucking 3. You kidding me? Alright, let's go to the Pathfinder book. This is Bestiary 4. There's 6 of these things. You've seen the show Hilda, and in that there's a dragon sort that collects plants. That could be cool. Maybe we're a dragon that collects plants. So in my world so far, let's go to the Google Doc. Let's see. We've got like dueling type of dragons. I'm in the hierarchy of events that happens on Lothland. It's like life gets seeded somehow, but life gets seeded in the form of dragons. Dragons like rule and fight over territory. This is only like, you know, a portion of the world. This isn't everything. So dragons fight over territories. They live, they die, whatever. Dragons now are kind of like pretty rare. But I have like 2 dueling types of dragons. I have colored dragons, and then I have gem dragons. And then I also have like just like random types of dragons, like twilight dragons, astral dragons, things like that. Sand, you know. But there's like white, blue, black, red, green, amethyst, emerald, ruby, onyx, sapphire, diamond. So like I could do like green, or like I could do like a forest dragon type of deal. Let me before we get too far, let me see what Pathfinder has in the way of Fae. A flea mammoth. The fuck? No Fae. About pixies. A were shark, a were bat, a were crocodile. Look at this guy. Look at this dude. Sorry if you're talking to... No, Adric. No, you are not talking too much, man. I appreciate the help. I appreciate your input, too. Shameless plug. My Patreon has a tier. Every month you can get a thing that you want to create or want to put into my campaign that my players will go through. And there's a were shark. What the fuck? Holy shit. Creatures look so fucking cool. Pickled punk. Okay, there's no pixie. No. So what is this? A pipe fox. This. Look at this. Look at this little dude. Look at this little dude. I fucking hate the glare, dude. Little foxy. It's like a spirit. This furry, minute serpent has a fox-like head and tiny eyes that glitter with intelligence. Neutral. Pipe fox is a foot-long, furry, magical snake with the head of a fox, often found either climbing in trees or snaking around pipes. These curious and stealthy creatures prefer to skulk about to observe and learn, neither malicious nor particularly beneficial. Pipe fox love to gather knowledge and sometimes disseminate what they've acquired to those they find worthy. Desirous of knowledge, no matter how obscure, these creatures only see other like-minded creatures worthy of their interactions. This seems awesome. You can also get one as a familiar. That's pretty cool. I kind of want to put this in the world. At least into that forest. Maybe there's like 2 or 3. There's 3 that like you know, we'll seek out intelligent people to share knowledge with and gather knowledge from. I think we have a wizard, so that should work. I wish. Oh shit. This book has things divided by where they would be found. Forests. Temperate. Earl King? What the fuck is that, dude? Earl King. Imperial Lord. Scenarios. Earl King. Challenge rating 18. Fuck. Bird-like wings covered with autumnal leaves instead of feathers extend from the back of this regal elf-like humanoid. This could be like the leader of Earsteer, the town here. Yeah, who knows? Okay, Earl Thief, Earl King, whatever. Goliath Spider. That sounds great. Of course, spiders will live in forests, you know? Great old one, Cthulhu, of course. See, I don't want to use Cthulhu in my campaign because, like, it's in the public domain. So you can use Lovecraftian things. But I want to create my own. Or at least try. Stags. What was I looking for? Oh, Goliath. Spitter. Haster? Shit. What the hell, man? Is it just under Spider? It's not under Goliath. If they would just give me fucking page numbers. Star Spawn of Cthulhu. Spider Goliath. CR11. This massive brown and green tarantula is the size of a large house and has a huge razor sharp fang. It has huge razor sharp fangs. Well, can't use that. Okay, well, we can use stags. Stag, wolf, pack. Spider. You can just use giant spider from the monster manual. I think that's it for things that I want in this forest. And then we can just go through the squirrel. How do you spell squirrel? What else lives in a fucking forest? Bird? Owl? I also don't know fauna very well. I'm not good with plants. Or flora, whatever. There's also a cool thing where it'll link two different articles together. Like, if I make a page for Earsteer, I can be like, okay, well, this area is protected by this city, you know. Yeah, plants are hard. It's easier for me to just say, like, there's some green trees and some green bushes. I don't know the types. Parent location. There you go. Design, navigation, access. Okay, I don't need to do any of that. So we can save. I'll publish this for now. Let's view it. This is our prairie woods, with our creatures. So I said that I would do Orm's Orchard. Where's location? Am I blind? Geography? City? Town? Settlement? That's what we need. I also have these sweet, like, random tables. Like, that's how Granite Landing came into be. I haven't written it down, but Granite Landing is like a rolled city that I had to create a story for because some of the shit didn't make any sense. So, Orem has an apple orchard. If we look here, we've got Orem's Orchard. And that way the fuck over here, over the oh god, so hard to read this. Turanak Mountains. We've got Aram's Orchard. Aram and Orem. Aram grows lemons. Orem grows apples. Orem's Orchard. Basic description is I'm bad at like creative writing, so it's tough to get my thoughts onto paper. Orams, no. That is how I spelled it correctly, right? Yeah, Orem. Gotta make sure, like, this stuff has been in my head for like a year. Gotta make sure I have it on paper correctly in multiple spots so it doesn't get fucked up. Orem's Orchard is a moderately sized apple orchard. That's it. No, fuck. I don't know. What else is the orchard about? There's a place down here for history. So I want that to be the majority of what I'm writing here, but let's see how much acres to square feet. I want. Oh my god. I want this to be like big. Like this isn't something that one person can take care of. But I don't necessarily want it to be. We can have it be like 400 acres. What else happens at the orchard? It's just apples or like apple products like pie juice. Sure, I think that they make things from the orchard. I think they have like some kind of business. Moderately sized. I guess I want it to be a little bit bigger than moderately sized. No, I think moderately sized is fine. We can do like, 40 acres. That seems like more than just one person, but like a lot of fucking apples. What's the difference? Is that actually... Let's see. Nope. Never mind. This orchard provides... Is it like Apple Commerce? Provides apples for the entire East Coast. This orchard's main export. That's like no. It's redundant. Is there a I think there's a food random thing. Tools, books, apparel, treasure, animal products, 55. No. There's like, I think there's a random table for cooking. Oh, this food. Yeah, 42. Pancakes with bacon. Fuck. These aren't like actual named things. Balsamic apples with mozzarella. What would you call that? Balsamic apples. I've never heard of that. Are you making it? Aiden? Brother. What's up, dude? Long time no see. Are you making a game? I'm making a world for Dungeons and Dragons. This is some of it. It's been too long, yeah, man. And right now we're going over Orm's Orchard. So let's see. Balsamic apples. What does that look like? Looks very savory. Was it balsamic apples and onions or mozzarella? How do you spell mozzarella? Good enough. Tuna melt? Yo, what if this place is also a farm and has like cows and sheep and things? And has apples that they cook up. Just browsing, the first thing I see is food. Now I'm hungry. Yo, same. After this I'm gonna eat some fucking cereal. What's up, man? Looks pretty cool. Thanks. I wanted to work a little bit more on the map, but just don't have time. I'm getting too into this stuff. This is only about like 1/8 of the world, I think. So what if Orm's Orchard, you know, they produce apples, right? They produce apples for a good amount. You know, the Sea Bluff, they go all down to Arthland. Not quite this far, but they provide apples for a good portion of the coast, a couple of the big cities, you know. So they need like 100 acres for apples, but they don't just have apples, right? They have animals because they also have a farm, you know. So they've created this dish that you can go there for and get cooked up by Orem himself, and it's an apple cut in half, like cored out, stuffed with cheese and like some maybe the apple is like glazed with something, maybe it's balsamic. It's cooked a little bit, maybe it's warm, the cheese is warm, and they just like stick it back together and you just eat it like that with your hands. And that's what would we call it? I mean, that might be a thing. It looks awesome. I recently just got into D&D 5e, but started losing the time to play in person. This online D&D stuff is blowing your mind. Dude, online D&D is great. There's so many resources for it. It's fantastic. This is what I'm most concerned about. World Anvil. I'm making an article, and it's asking me all these questions about this town. And it's one article that's spawning this article about this food that I'm making. Like, each article spawns a million others, and you can just go deeper and deeper and deeper into it, and it's amazing. Okay. It also produces the world famous Easy Cheesy. I think you called that Orem stuffed apple. That's it feels a little lackluster. Is also home to the world famous gourmet apple dishes. Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's a little bad. It's all good. I thought that too. Stuffed apple. I mean, there's not much else to it. I don't know too many foods. I'm bad with names. Because if you just search something like that on Google, there's no like actual. This is most certainly not a gourmet apple dish. This is like Orem started making this with what he had around, and this is what came out of it. Maybe just Orem's apple, you know? Apple of my eye. Apple Chaldea. It's apple and like cheese stuffed in it. Mozzarella cheese. Orem's apple seems very basic, but I'll probably have to cut Samsung. Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, it's like a cooked glazed apple. You know, glazed with some balsamic or something, cut in half, cored, stuffed with hot cheese, you know, melted cheese, and then you just eat it whole. I'll just put Orem's apple for right now. I don't want to get too caught up on it. How? Also home. Uh, 100 acres. No, a brief evocative description, account or episode related to the subject of your template. It needs to be more evocative. This is the first paragraph that someone sees when they look at your article, so it needs to be a little bit more descriptive. Orem's Orchard stretches World famous. I don't think these hills have a name. No. Also, these dots are like potential towns. I don't know if all of these are going to be called chapels. I like chapels. No. Get it? Cheese pulse. I kind of like that. I'm going to give you a free one. Stripper. Cheese cores? Like apple cores? No, it could be both, right? Let me, oh god, here we go. Another tab. Can we create a food? Cheeseables. Cheeseables. Article generic. Item. There's a food. The fuck? Country, religion, organization, technology, plot, spell, tradition, species. Boom, mind blown. I guess it's just article generic. That sucks. So, I think I like cheese cores as the alternate name. So I'm trying to push my Patreon. I don't have a fucking link still, because I'm a goddamn idiot. But I believe in the, let's see. The Adventurer tier is $10. I have a character that you create. It can be featured in my D&D campaign. So I'm giving you a freebie with that name, because it's a good fucking name, and I can't fucking think of anything like that. Cheese. Let's go. I like chapels. Cripples. Oh god. Chapels. What do you get when you stuff glazed apples with cheese? Chapels. More commonly known as cheese cores. These Eastern delights. I guess it's west, technically, right? Wait, I don't know the... So this is all of Lothland. This is the province. Even this northern shit. This is like snow area up top. This is like reaching the desert at the bottom. Like Orcish land. Things like that. If this is going to be 1/8, this is going to have to be in the upper east-ish. I guess, no, it could be upper west. East side of the continent, I would say. Agreed. So, more commonly known as these Eastern Lothland? Delights are made by Orem of Orem's, and I can link to this stuff. Like, I think it's just an ad. Maybe because it's not saved or actually produced. You can add a certain article and it'll link to it, just like in Wikipedia. They Consist. Dude, I can't fucking spell, man. Dude, if I had to write again for like English class, fail. I always sucked at it. Like writing by hand. Hungry now, I'm gonna BRB, gonna get some breakfast here. Yo, brother, give me some. I got some cinnamon toast crunch waiting for me, dude. They consist of a glazed steaming a steaming apple glazed with balsamic. Is that proper? No hard feelings, bro. Your spelling's trash. Dude, I can spell infinite Pokemon. Like Kyurem. That's not a real fucking word. But the word experience? Oh, hey, I did it. It's like 1 out of 10 times I can actually spell it. Balsamic vinegar. Okay, it occasionally shortened to balsamic. Okay. Cool. I don't want balsamic vinegar as the thing. Glazed. They consist of a I don't know if I need they consist of whatever. Steaming apple glazed with balsamic. Cut into and cored. Then stuffed with melting mozzarella. That's definitely how you spell it, dude. Then stuffed with melting mozzarella and put back whole again. And served whole. Meant to be what is there a word for like walking snack? I guess not. Finger food? Yeah, sure. Quick bite. Food on the go. Meant to be food on the go. I need a trade road. So we need a road that goes from Undum and Earsteer. Because Steve, in this world, Steve is just plopped here. It's our town from the previous campaign. So there's no direct road from it places. So Undum comes and follows this river, comes down here. Maybe it branches off here and then into Earsteer. And this road kind of hugs it and then comes down to Orem, splits off the sea bluff, then down through the Arlek forest and to Arland. So we need this main road's name. I kind of like the Tradeway, but I think that was used in D&D. I think that's the road from Baldur's Gate to Waterdeep, or the other way around. Orchard lies on Eastern trade route? I feel like the trade route would go kind of like circular. So there's Mythlond down above the swamp that I don't have a name for, through Amberfall, bisect the Turok Mountain, split, and kind of have like a couple points. Maybe it comes down here too. So it's going to be one big ass road. So it could just be the Eastern Tradeway. Lies on the Eastern Tradeway. I can change this later. Tradeway south of Earsteer. And north of Seaway or Sea Bluff. I guess that's what we want to put it. No, Arlond. And is a frequent stopping point for travelers and merchants. This place, I want this place to be like a middle hub. Like, characters are going to get quests in Steve. They're going to branch out. They're going to get like a quest in Undum. They're going to get a quest in Withered Willows going to Shahalson. Maybe going northern up to here, across this bridge here. You're going to get a couple quests in Earsteer. And then they're going to get a bunch of quests that lead them like west, south, you know, back up north. This is going to be like a central hub down here. So it's got to be well trafficked. Home of the famous Chapel. Chapels. We should probably do Chapel. What the fuck? It just happened. Stretches over 100 acres. What the fuck? I feel like that one dude, yo, I think it was H3H3. No, it might not have been. Someone did a video on this dude. Maybe it was like fucking NBC or something. This guy who's edited over 3 million Wikipedia articles. I feel like that dude, but this is my own world. I just want to keep writing everything. Stretches over 100 acres of rolling. What's a good word? What's a good descriptor? Countryside. We can improve the sentence. The orchard lies on the Eastern Tradeway. Lying on the... Is that the correct line? I guess. On the Eastern Tradeway, south of Earsteer. Did I spell that wrong? I don't have any ats yet for that, so... I think I spelled it wrong multiple places. Whatever. And north of Arland. This orchard is a frequent stopping point for travelers and merchants. It also... I have 2 sentences starting with it also, so I have to change that. Have you been on the... Have you been the only one who's worked on this? Yeah. Yeah. This is mine and mine alone. This is for my upcoming Dungeons and Dragons campaign. I probably don't need to go into this much detail, but I like doing it. Like, I haven't even started, like, the actual quests. I know the overarching story and a couple big quest points. And the reason why, you know, the bad guy can't get what he wants, you know, things like that. But I haven't actually made, like, little quests. Like, we spent a little bit of time in the Prairie Woods looking at, like, beast books. Seeing what kind of beasts live in the Prairie Woods, you know. Probably going into a little bit too much detail, but yeah, whatever. But this is also going to be publicly available for anyone, including my players, to go in and look at and read about, you know, things like that. So I want there to be a little bit of stuff to there. It provides apples for the entire East Coast, for the entire... I want to convey that there's a lot of fucking apples. I don't know about the entire East Coast. And I want it to be a kind of neutral town. Yeah, I like this website. This website, like, let's see. So I can save changes. Like, this is what it looks like to me, but if you were to, like, go to the link, this is what you would see. It's like the description, you know, and then links or whatever that's in that. It provides apples for the entire east coast of Lothland. Agnostic of the political stance. So it's definitely a neutral town. So this hub of quests is gonna be, there's gonna be a lot of contention points. There's gonna be some like clans of orcs maybe that don't get along with other types of orcs, or just like random travelers that, you know, come on, come all, that kind of deal. Doesn't always work out right. It is also home to the world famous chapel. Why does this keep... Oh, it is also home. World famous chapels. A delicious. Couples. I added chapels to my dictionary. What the fuck? So how you been, Aiden? Playing any sweet games? We actually just talked about, for like an hour and a half the new Borderlands game. We looked at the gameplay trailer. I want to get this paragraph done and the chapel paragraph done, and then I'm going to call it there. Delicious. It's also home to the world famous chapels. Chapel. I like chapel. Chapel. A delicious finger food. No. Been playing a lot of Terraria. Nice, dude. I keep wanting to go back to Terraria for Sub Saturday, but we don't really have that many people that play Terraria. It's just Sal and Sword. I guess Lizard joined us the one time. Calamity and other mods. Nice, nice. I still haven't played modded. A delicious finger food. Known. World famous. No, I don't need that. Delicious finger food that won't break the bank on your travels. You don't have Terraria? Oh, I thought we played. Remove the article. Oh. It is also home to the world famous Chapel. Delicious finger food. No, that sounds stupid. You would say a delicious finger food. I guess you stop the sentence there. It's trying to tell me that this grammar is incorrect, and I don't believe that. I would say a delicious finger food. That won't, because... whatever. The orchard has a fairly large inn. Built on the grounds. No, I don't like that. Do we have inn names? Let me see. I think I have a Google Doc of inn names. Locations, towns, inns. There we go. Streets, inns, and taverns. Half full goblet. Kind of like that. A scarlet tankard. That makes sense. Maybe they grow red apples. It provides all sorts of apples for the entire coast. Orem runs the scarlet. What do I call it? Tankard. Okay, I've used that name. Can't use it again. Runs the Scarlet Tankard. Use the same thing. It's going to tell me it's wrong again. A tavern. Welcoming all who travel. I think I want to make this its own paragraph. Maybe I don't need this. Scarlet Tankard. That's gonna have to have its own article? The fuck? How do I say the sentence? He runs the Scarlet Tankard, a tavern welcoming all who travel the Eastern Way. Built why does this Why does this sentence? Why is this sentence okay, but this isn't? Built over 100 years ago. No, I don't want any details about this thing, because it might have its own article. Maybe it does need to be its own thing. That could be it. Don't really need much more than that. Whole campaign you're writing? Yeah. At least the first campaign is going to take place here. Probably going to last like 5 to 10 levels. Take place here, and they're going to venture out to Amberfall and learn about the trees along their way. Do I have 7 yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I guess Steve's oak is technically the 7th tree. Okay. Okay, that seems good for that first article. The first fucking location type. Is there orchard? Probably not. Slum. Fuck. Guess it would be considered a village. What is a conurbation? What did you map with? Gorlock, this map was made by the program. Well, it was made by me. It was made with the program Wonderdraft. It's a very awesome map making tool. It has all these kinds of things like trees. There's like fucking 20 different kinds of trees. It's a bunch of different mountains. Lake tools, river tools. There's even like floating city kind of things. There's like, instead of just like painting the world, there's this tool that brings the land up from the sea, so you get these kind of like rough edges here, and you can use it again to push it back into the sea. Yeah, it's real sweet. It's real cool. Very, very useful. And I did the same with the names too. It's also part of that online Discord D&D session. Nice. That'd be sweet. It's a really good resource. So what is a conurbation? An extended urban area typically consists of several towns merging with the suburbs of one or more cities. Nope. Ecumenopolis. What the fuck? Is the hypothetical concept of a planet-wide city. Oh my god, that scared me. There you go. Thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. It's normally not so loud. Oh fuck. Okay, so this is just gonna be archaeology. What is that? There's so many new words. I love it. Archaeology, a portmanteau of architecture and ecology. It is a field creating architecture design principles for very densely populated, ecologically low impact human habitats. It's a field of creating architectural design principles for very densely populated, ecologically low impact human habitats. That's pretty sweet. That's like Hong Kong, right? Like some of the buildings in Hong Kong. You played around recently with trying to get RimWorld to make a campaign globe, modded out the road gen. Yo, I think RimWorld is actually like super good for that. It's tough. Like this map is gonna be about 1/8 of the total world, and I have to make it so where it will wrap around a globe nicely. You know, be more of an outpost. It could be. I feel like outpost seems too military. It's not Oh, what is a hamlet? What's that technically? No. Hamlet Place. Small human settlement in different jurisdictions and geographies. Whatever. Okay. Small human settlements. Okay. It might be closer to a hamlet, because not only Orem lives here, but also, you know, his family and maybe some people who came to, you know, just like work there or settled there. You know. An outpost is a small military camp or position at some distance from the main force, used especially as a guard against surprise attack. A remote part of a country or empire. So it could also be that, but yeah, I think hamlet would probably be the best. Population 25. It's only got a couple buildings. Trying to make wind patterns fit what was generated and struggling. Dude, plate tectonics and wind is what I struggle with. I tried to make this world or this part with plate tectonics in mind. Like, you can kind of see like some of this fits in together if they were to like push together. But it's tough. It's tough. They don't have a name for living here. Government, no infrastructure, assets, defenses, industry and trade. Describe here what the settlement stays afloat. What do the inhabitants do for a living? Everyone living on Orem's orchard is either working. What's that called? Is it it's not fields. You wouldn't say they're working the fields, you know. So they're working the orchard itself or tending to the like, even planetary scientists don't fully understand why the wind belts are the way they are. So how am I supposed to make up new ones? Yeah. You're expected to be smarter than most of the smartest people in the world. It's not easy. Not easy being cheesy. Maybe we'll do some world building and some TBD tomorrow. I want to keep going with this, but it's taking a little while. All right, let's just hit that. We'll save that. We'll take a look at the preview. Wow, beautiful. One paragraph, like an hour's worth of time. Okay, back to Chapel. They consist of a steam apple. We need a little bit of history for a chapel. I may have to sit on this one. I want a little bit more juice to this than just this one tiny couple sentences. Maybe the idea for this dish was first brought about by a traveling No. By a nearby cattle herder Do I want this idea to be hold? So the idea of Orm's Orchard and Aram's Orchard is that they inherited Orm's Orchard from their parents when they died. But Aram wanted to start growing lemons. But Orm wanted to keep it true and traditional. Keep it apples. So Aram's like, fuck you, I'm out. And made his own orchard. Has made his own name for himself. By a nearby cattle herder. Why would you ever exchange cattle for apples? No. Trying to exchange cheese for apples. Orem saw in... That's not how you spell opportunity, you fucking idiot. Oops. Oops. How do I remove it? Uh-oh. Apples can make maybe. Can I look at my words? Account. Nope. Fuck. Well, now this word is forever in my dictionary. Using Grammarly. Whoops. Hope I don't ever spell it like that again. Saw a golden opportunity. Is the you in the first sentence? When you, thank you. I'm glad the fucking app that's supposed to spell check me missed it, but you got it. Jeez, fuck. It's supposed to be really good at grammar too. Orem saw a golden opportunity. I don't know if I want to go into so much detail. Never seen a WordPress style site that had decent spell or grammar check. Grammarly is okay. There's like paid versions that make it better, which doesn't make any fucking sense to me, but I almost spelled child fires. What the fuck? think I've used delicious a little bit too many times. Oh, I haven't used it at all in this one. Fuck. Can't spell for shit, dude. Childfire. What the fuck? That's some like real dark magic. Some people use fireball, some people use fellfire. This necromancer uses childfire. He throws burning children. Fuck. Let's try to eat these delicious. Soon after the... No. Soon after, no, after the booming success of the chapels, Orem had the cattle herder moved to his orchard, and moved to his orchard with the intent to. I can cast Fireball infinite times, but each one requires a child's soul. Oh fuck! Delightful. I think I used delights in this one. Move to his orchard. Oh god! Sacrifice a child every time you use a spell. Orem had the cattle herder move to his orchard. Intenti. I guess that's all you need. I don't really need more backstory on the cattle herder. Don't need a name. Now we have a convenient... Hey, there's a farm here. I think that's fine for now. I can like get a picture of apples or something and put it here. Chapels. What do you get when you stuff glazed apples with cheese? Chapels. More commonly known as cheese cores, these Eastern Lothlon delights are made by Orem of Orem's Orchard. They consist of a steaming apple glazed with balsamic, cut in two and cored, then stuffed with melting mozzarella and served whole, meant to be a food on the go. Seems like a nice pitch. I think that's it for today. Now we have a couple more articles. We made 2 more articles, or 1 more article or something. No, 2. We're good. All right, everyone. We've gone a little bit late. It's been about 3.5 hours. Shadzar, world building secret. Put the trees on the ground with the leaves facing up. Leaves facing up. Shit. I knew I did something wrong. What's up, man? How you doing tonight? Damn it, look at them. All the fucking leaves. They're all facing down. Look at that. What the fuck? It's all blurry, too. Shit. Even this one, even the big one. Alright, that's going to do it for me tonight, everyone. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate your patience with me and my crappy writing. I think tomorrow we want to start the stream with a little bit more of this. I want to maybe finish Orm's Orchard, a little bit more of that, and then maybe get on to the Withered Willows. Because I saw some sweet in the bestiary and a couple of the other books. I saw some sweet enemies that are like forest enemies that I didn't want to put in the prairie woods, because the prairie woods are like the nice, good guy stuff. Withered Woods or Withered Willows, bad guy stuff. So I want to make this place so I can use some real cool bad guys. So we'll have to make the woods, and we'll have to make Shahalson. Should be fun. We can do that, and then we can do some Dead by Daylight tomorrow too, because there's also the Double Blood event. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's nice to watch, listen to you playing some Planet Coaster. Nice, nice. So you don't have friends to play D&D. Rip. Yeah, you can do Roll20. You can do. There's a bunch of Discord servers. I know Casey was doing a Discord one. That's why he hasn't been in the stream, because he was doing D&D on Discord. I didn't know that there was a looking for group section on Roll20. I've never actually used it. Playing in a Feywild campaign right now. My character hated the wood. I love the woods and the wooded creatures and the wooded gods and things like that. So I think this is going to be really fun. This woods is going to have the 2-minute pitch is like, you walk into the woods, and in an instant you blink, and this is like, I have not written this down or whatever. You blink and it's suddenly nighttime. You realize you've lost hours of your life. Things of your things are missing, and you are deeper into the woods than before. You know, obviously it's going to be rewritten and written more properly, but the Withered Willows are definitely a place that is the first and second level deep shit area. But this is going to be more evil type of shit. This prairie is kind of more like the Fae stuff, you know, happy and lighter, and there's some bad guys, but they're more territorial as opposed to like just straight up evil. The Feywild 3rd edition, Curse of Strahd. I've never actually ran Curse of Strahd. And I do want to look back at 3 and 3.5. 3 and 3.5 has so many books. Like, so many books that I want to read and I want to see. I just like can't find them anywhere. Let's go on Amazon. Feywild. Okay, I'll take a look at that. Well, like I said, that's it. That's it for me tonight. Tomorrow we're going to pick up where we left off. We're going to go over some more, maybe get one or two, like hopefully punch out 1 or 2 more articles. And I guess we won't touch the map for a little while now. Then we'll play some Dead by Daylight. I appreciate everyone for stopping by. It's been a fantastic stream. We also reviewed the Borderlands 3 gameplay live stream, so if you missed that, check it on YouTube tomorrow. And if you're new here, I appreciate your time, and it's cool seeing new faces. Don't forget to drop a follow. We'll be back tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you then. Have a good night, everyone. Bye!